Best behavior, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't have to best behave on my channel. You know that. Fuck.
But we have fun with it.
Yeah, there we go. All right, it's live. It is live. So yeah, I'm just sending out emails right now. You guys have a few people you want to send emails to. Go ahead and pass them off to people. I've only got a small list of people so far. So Peaches is already in the house.
Oh, Peaches.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Delissa, you got some contacts. Go ahead and share those with a few people to fill this place
Yes,
up.
filthy.
Filthy Junior. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, I sent one to Filthy already, and Jiggy, and a few other people.
Okay.
Serafina as well.
Yeah, he's the older Filthy, so he's the senior Filthy. No offense there, Road Rash.
Hey, no worries, man. None taken. It takes a lot to offend this fucking guy, right? I don't offend easily. And if I did, then that means my fucking diaper's full. Who else do I have? Oh, Auto Tech. Let's get Auto Tech in here. Fuck. Trying to get him to do one of these for a while now. Where are you?
Yep. Finishing up a video, so I'll be quiet for just a minute.
No worries.
I
got one that's uploading right now.
How's the pass going? Is it about cleared up there, snow and all that stuff?
It's been warming up, so
it got really warm today in my area. Oh my goodness! I was able to wear my summer gear. You'll see that in my video.
Nice.
I get to wear my summer gloves again. I was like, oh yeah, no more hand sweaties and sticking inside the gloves and whatnot. It felt so good. All right, well, let's see if those guys. Picking rednecks.
Yeah. You got to send each one of them.
Yeah, I've got both their emails. I'll do that right now.
Mrs. Fuker, you got me again. I'm not going to say that name. So, Mrs. Leakey, whenever you change your names to
Bebop.
Those crazy that stuff to try to get me to stutter and say the wrong word. I'm gonna call you Mrs. Leakey. So. I thought maybe see if I would say the wrong word. So.
Pretty much. Who's all in the chat? There we go. Oh, there we go. I think I got there.
Mrs. Leakey is y'all throwing out there. I seen Leakey had his bikes out on Instagram today. There or something.
What else do I have? I gotta make myself a folder and put all the freaking emails in it.
Yeah, that's kind of what Delisa does.
Yeah.
She's kind of got her separated on who likes emails, who likes Instagram, who likes.
That's what I just got doing emails. Now I'm doing Instagram.
How you doing tonight, Anthony? Got to keep those two apart too. We got
to. Yeah, they might stab each other.
Or say he goes hair on fire.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing pretty good.
Sent you a link, man. Tipsy. Let's get the chat popped up. That's when you pop up my chat. Oh, I gotta get my other monitors connected to this computer here instead of having everything all on one screen. I need to span it across 3 screens again.
I actually picked up a 4K TV that has a gaming mode and it works with the computer really nice.
Oh, sweet.
And it's like 43 inches, so I can just pull the tabs over in the corners and I have 2 separate windows.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Works nice.
So, are you playing in the mud yet, Tipsy Tripping, or are you with the e-bikes, or is y'all just or is it mud yet up there where y'all at? Hey, Bino, how are you?
Hey, Bino.
You're probably still a little frozen. I know it's warming up all across Canada, like Alberta. They were saying they're supposed to get nice and warm today. It's got just over 60 degrees here today. Now it's just like, oh yeah, summertime. I was sweating too on my bike. I go to the mail. I go pick up my mail. I'm sitting there in the post office, and I just start sweating. I got the helmet on, and I got all my winter layers on. I think I'm going to be cold, and yeah, no, I was sweating. I was like, shit, I shouldn't have worn so much, right?
Hey, Thams.
Hey, am I working here?
Yep.
Am I too low? Let me see if I'm okay. I think that's better.
No, you just got a lot of bass. That's all.
Oh, do I? Okay,
Yeah.
I can fix
Not
that.
like not a tremendous amount of bass. It's just it sounds like
Well,
a microphone, right?
Okay, let's try this.
That radio tone.
The proximity
better?
effect.
Well, it's
Oh,
about time.
okay.
It's about time y'all Canadians turn up that heat a little bit. I mean, man.
Yeah, it's almost
Shoot.
air conditioning time soon. Jeez, if it keeps going the way it is, like next week there'll be we'll probably be 65, maybe almost 70 degrees, the way they're talking on the Weatherman channel there. So
And you got
really?
the air conditioning? That's why it is in Minnesota. People would be out like it'd be like upper 40s, and they'd be out running around in shorts and a t-shirt.
oh, I've seen so many people in t-shirts and shorts today. Girls in little skimpy tight shorts and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh yeah. In fact, I got one. There's in my video. So
The summer
Mr.
girls.
Peaches, you ain't turned your air conditioning off all year, so I mean,
yeah, exactly.
don't hand me that. I mean,
She tells me it's cold, and she's like, "Oh, it's 55 degrees. I'm freezing." I'm like, "Man, I wish it was 55 degrees." You're running around in shorts and t-shirt.
Yep.
yeah, it was nice a couple of days. Then the wind got up, and it's been blowing like crazy. It's 40, 50 mile an hour winds, so you can't enjoy it even if you get outside. So but I'll take that any day, rain or snow and all that other stuff. So we have been seeing the sunshine. So
Yeah, it's been nice. Like at work on Friday, it got fairly warm. I was like, "Oh man, am I gonna have to start taking off layers at work?" A couple of the guys at work were in their t-shirts and whatnot. It got so warm in the warehouse. At work on Friday, it got. Okay.
Okay, sorry. I hope I didn't loop back there. I was trying to open up.
You did for a small second.
Yeah. It was not muted. Sorry, mate. That's a bad Australian impression, mate.
Mate.
Sorry, mate. They put some shrimp on the barbie. That's the way D's going to come back talking.
yeah, that's the way it is. That's the only thing about living in the South, Bino. One day is 85 and the next day is 40 and rainy.
Yeah, this time of year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we had a big patch of snow in the backyard, and I took a picture of it, and then basically the course of the day, and then I looked out there just recently, and all of a sudden there it is. Snow's almost gone. It's just like, wow, not a lot of that melted over the course of the day.
Yeah.
I just want it gone already. I just want to be able to go back and not have to wear so many layers.
Oh, for sure.
But I also don't want the heat of the summer coming where I can only get so naked before they throw me in jail, right? So just give me spring and fall. Forget fucking winter and forget fucking summer.
Yeah. I still have a foot of snow in my front yard, so.
Yeah, but it's supposed to warm up there on your side too now. It's from what I've seen on the Weather Channel there. It said it was going to start warming up all across Canada, which is good. So,
yeah. Well, it has been warming up, but it's still at the temperatures where if it does get cloudy or whatever, it still has that possibility of snow. But that's changing, so.
Yeah, what place you did with the spike? Was that it up on top of the mountain?
No.
The very top of the pass, or what was?
No,
that's that place located.
That's near Sicamous, BC. It's kind of in a valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they drove that last spike, it was when they're doing the mountains. The amount of time it took for them to put the railroad through the mountain passes and blast out tunnels and everything was pretty much the same amount of time it took them to build the rest of it across Canada. That's why where the last spike was driven was where the two ends met, and when they finally met and they were able to drive the last spike.
Yeah.
Cool.
It just took them so long to get through the canyon, building the railway with Hell's Gate and all that, because it's pretty gnarly in there where they put it. So.
Yeah.
And they've got tunnels that are in there. There's one tunnel that's they built. It's a complete circle. It's like it starts on the bottom, and instead of going up a real steep grade, what they did is they blasted out a tunnel it's a circle, like a spiral staircase essentially. So the grade is not so steep. It's a gradual grade, but it goes through the entire mountain and then comes out at the top, right? And then continues on. That's, a lot of that took a long time to build and shit back then. Because remember, when they did all that, that was back in the 1800s, if not earlier. So the technologies weren't the greatest back then,
Yep.
And look at those railroad tracks we got to go under on our trails down here. The Chinese built it where they dropped that. That's where they buried them at. So.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it was here too.
Yep.
It's the same as over on Vancouver Island where I grew up at the old coal mines. Basically, where they dropped is where they buried them.
Yep. So
it's just easier to do it that way, right?
Yeah, I guess so. But anybody else out there that needs a link that wasn't sent one?
Yeah, I sent one to Anthony there, but he says he's sick, I'm assuming. So and I sent one to Tim as well, but he's probably passed out because he smoked so much weed today. It is like 10 o'clock back east or 11 o'clock right now back east. So yeah, they're probably all passed out. I know I would be. That's the shitty thing about the time differences, all you guys are all ready for bed, and I'm just, like I said, just getting started. So
send by now one, babe.
I did email.
She sent you one email by now.
Oh yeah, I see it's 10:54 there where Anthony is. So yeah, it's like 7:54 here, man. So
yeah, that's kind of
I know that you guys are always up late, so it's like, I'm gonna send one to you guys, and you guys will jump in, no problem. You guys are always up to 3 o'clock in the morning, anyways. So
it's only 9 here, 9:54, whatever.
Well, that video, anyways, that video I was watching, and those nice twisty roads that you guys are riding on, and I was like, oh man, you guys need a motorcycle, and you're saying, oh, I can't do it. What you should get then is maybe get yourself a Polaris, get yourself like a one of those, not the Riker, not the new Riker, but the Spider. Get yourself a Spider, and at least you can still be on 3 wheels, not 2, but at least 3 wheels, and have a little bit of fun doing that. So
I've never been in a Spider. They look fun though.
they are, and the thing is they automatically shift and stuff like that. You don't even have to shift them. They got reverse. They shift on their own. You just give it gas. You just unlock the parking brake, give it gas, and the thing goes. Right?
Yep.
It does everything for you. Right?
I have arachnophobia, so I'm afraid of spiders.
You'd want a Riker.
No, to be honest with you, Road Rash, the main reason I don't get one is because I severe PTSD from an accident I had. So it's hard for me to. It's hard for me to put my truck down. My pickup truck.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It makes sense.
I always wonder.
I tell you though, those roads, man, the undulation and the lefts and rights where you guys are right now, I'd be like, oh, I would love to have something like that to ride down because everything here is fucking straight. Right? I find a road that's got a curve in, I'm like, all right, some twisty action going on.
Yeah.
So, 2 ATVs. I meant to tell y'all. I might be up in North Carolina in April. So I might stop by on my way home, come see y'all, and then I'm probably going to stop by Tennessee and see Billy and my old friend Cody. So.
Cool. Just on your way up this way.
Yeah, I haven't decided how I'm going to get there. I don't know if I'm going to take my motorcycle or if I'm going to drive a car or what.
You take the motorcycle, man.
Yeah,
Jeez.
take the bike.
Yeah.
That's a long fucking
Which
drive.
That's a long drive.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
sorry.
like it's like 700 or 800 miles.
Wow. Yeah.
It's fucking iron butt.
Yeah, that's a good long ride. That's for sure.
Yeah. That's
Knowing my luck, the fucking bike would break down too.
That's what I always worry about. And I don't even go for long rides. But I ride a Harley, so what do you expect, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if I had a Harley, like a newer Harley, I'd be more inclined to take that than I would the FZR.
Yeah, mine's like 21 years old.
My bike is not comfortable. I mean, it's comfortable enough for me to ride like 3 or 4 hours. Like I don't have a problem with that, but I have a feeling if I rode it from Florida to North Carolina and then going to Virginia and then going to Tennessee and then back down, like that's a long time on a bike.
It's comfortable, but I get the wrist vibration where it kind of wants to make your fingers feel a little numb and stuff, you know. So
yeah. So mine is too.
But yeah, just stop on by and just let us know right beforehand so we can.
Right.
We're around here, so.
Yeah. Ideally, I'd like to get a freaking RV before then, and I'll just if I could get an RV, then I could just get one of those hitches and put the bike on the hitch.
there you go.
Well,
I don't know if I'll be able to get one.
I want to get a little trailer so I can haul a bike around. Makes it easier because it's a Sportster, you know. It's not
Or-
really sure.
or if you could get a pickup truck. I mean,
Yeah, I got a
Yeah.
truck, but I need to work on it to get it licensed because I got to work on the brakes and stuff. The emergency brakes having some issues. I got to replace the inner shoes on the discs. It's got rear discs, but it has inner shoe for the e-brake. So
Yeah, even if I could get a truck, I'd just throw the bike in the back of the truck.
yeah, my truck's
Yeah,
just S10
I mean-
wheel drive, so it's a little bit short in the bed. It's got the extended cab, so the bed's a little short for my bike. It might fit, I don't know, but that back tire would be like right on the edge. I'd have to measure it.
Right.
Just pick up a cheap utility trailer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I could rent an RV
Open, you know.
or not rent a U-Haul. Just park the bike in the U-Haul.
Yeah, but I want something to have where I can just take trips and not have to rent something, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I got, like I said, I bought me an enclosed 16 by a 7 by 16 enclosed trailer the other week. I'm gonna kind of turn it into a toy hauler, so we can pull the ATVs and stuff. Maybe take a trip down to Florida or else. And
Did you make any money off your house?
we cleared a little bit. We didn't. I just got a little bit off the land, but that was about it.
Right.
Better than being in the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better be around idiots.
They would have put me in the grave. Sure enough, if I'd have stayed down there much longer, me probably been in the grave. So at least up here, I'm up here with the hillbillies, and I can hide out in the woods. So. But how you doing tonight, Anthony?
There's Tipsy. I didn't even notice he got on there.
Good. I had to find the link in my junk mail for some reason.
Yeah, I sent it to the link that you gave me, man.
You sending him junk mail, Road?
I'm guessing I was. maybe his email thought it was junk. Wouldn't be any fun.
His ass, yeah. You're on the mailing list.
Yeah. Well, I sent you guys a mail, Anthony, so I don't know if you guys received it yet or not. So I know that Moto Moose received his mail like shit on Wednesday that I sent him, and he's in the same neck of the woods as you guys. So yours should be at the post office soon.
Yeah, I think we actually got it.
Okay, cool.
Just haven't opened it yet.
Cool.
I think
Just
yours
put me
came
up front. Put me up front, like where you put fucking Truckman.
Sure will.
Because it's just a small sticker, anyways. So, did you get mine, Truckman?
Yeah, it showed up on Wednesday, I think.
On Wednesday? Yeah, see, that's because I sent them out Friday, so that's pretty quick. That's the same when Mono Moose got his, too, was on Wednesday. So.
Sounds like the Canadian email is kind of like the Canadian post office.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It just goes to the junk pile.
Oh. Yeah, I got filthy French fries.
When you get off the boat by Tuesday? When you get off the boat by now, Tuesday?
Tuesday. Counting down the hours now.
Yeah.
Well, counting down the watches. I have like 4 more watches to go.
Nice.
Good deal.
Yeah, when I worked on the boat, it was like count down the weeks. You get through a couple weeks, and it's like then you start counting down the days, knowing it's going to come to an end here shortly, usually. Mm-hmm. And then
I'm only on for 2 weeks at a time. So.
Yeah, we did 2 to 3. The first longest I was ever out was about 4 weeks, and that was in the Gulf. Yeah. It was long line tuna boat, just like a little 90-foot boat.
Right. I wouldn't mind working out in the Gulf. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm pretty much as close to the Gulf as I can get right now. We go through the ICW, so.
In the summertime, it's really nice. You get some squalls, though, and it kind of messes things up a little bit when you're long lining, because it's like a giant trout line that just floats around, you know. We do about 8-mile to 10-mile stretch at a time.
Right. Yeah, we're waiting out weather right now. We're stuck in New Orleans still. We've been in New Orleans this entire freaking hitch.
Yeah.
Wow, y'all ain't got to move out of New Orleans yet?
Well, we made the lock the other day. Yesterday or the day before, we made the lock. And then we had to build more tow. We had two barges coming out of out of the lock. And then we got another one. And then yesterday they brought us 3 more. So we got 6 barges in total. But now we're waiting on weather. Apparently it's really bad out there, really choppy, like 3 to 6 foot seas right now. So.
Hold on, y'all. You You was there Sunday night when we was talking to you, or Saturday night or Sunday night.
Yeah, I was on the other side of the lock.
Well, you basically have about everything that can possibly be done. You ain't had the boat this trip out anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, tomorrow we got to clean the boat, I think. Maybe. I don't know. It's supposed to be cold. But got to wash the boat and then pretty much just home free from there, waiting on crew change.
Yeah. Do you got to do painting and all that stuff to keep that boat up by now?
Yeah. Yeah, we're actually, our captain actually wanted us to start sanding down some areas so that we could start getting ready for paint. Because every year we repaint the boat. But it's just the weather's been either shitty or we've been busy with work, actual work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about taking 2 weeks off this time rather than just 1 week. I haven't decided. It'd be nice to have an extra week off.
Hello, Moto Man, Tennessee. It's Tennessee on the end of your name.
Ah, yeah. See, I see what he did there. I see what you did there.
He's getting high class now, putting Tennessee on top of it. I mean,
he's got to get it from that other Moto man.
Oh no, we know what this sound is.
Oh yeah.
I know what this is.
What are you drinking? Bud Light?
Yeah, Bud Light Platinum.
Fucking fancy Bud.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna
was drinking.
Bino upset over there now. He's get thirsty pretty quick now. I mean, it's almost time to get off the boat.
Yeah. Yep. Mouth is salivating just thinking about it.
I'm drinking a triple Carmelet from Belgium.
Well, I'd had one of those that's Mike's Bursting with Flavor A Peel limited edition hard tangerine lemonade.
Ew.
My daughter brought it to me. She's like, "Here, try this."
Ew. I just thought, fuck, I've had that. I've had that.
It's sweet.
Yeah, I've had them before, and a couple hours later, I just have like massive headaches. Like I wouldn't even touch that shit anymore.
Yeah, I just had the one. She brought it to me. Like, here. It's like, okay.
It's like Jiggy Moto there the other night posted a picture of that Hires root beer and vodka, and it's okay, but I couldn't drink 2 or 3 of them. They would just give me a massive headache.
I tried a root beer one once, and it didn't. I didn't like it very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some shit down here called Not Your Father's root beer, and or something along those lines. Anyways, it's really fucking sweet.
Yeah.
I can drink one of them, and then I'm like, nope.
Don't want any more.
Going back to beer.
Yeah.
It's got booze in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See, the sweeter it is, the more fucking hangover you're gonna have the next day, right? So.
Yep.
They have this beer here called ginger beer, and I'm not sure what it is.
Is it made by Krabby's?
I don't know. I haven't tried one yet, but I've seen it.
Okay, because I had a Krabby's ginger beer actually last week. They had the raspberry flavored ones, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna try this just to see what it's all about.
Any good?
I got home and I cracked it open and I drank it. I was like, oh my god, that was so good! I want another one.
Oh really?
And I go to the liquor store to get more, and of course they've got none in the liquor store. So I ask them, I go like, oh, you guys getting more of those Krabby's raspberry beers coming in? And they're like, no, that was a Christmas time only thing. And I'm like, oh, man, I missed my opportunity. So I tried just the normal Krabby's one, and it was okay. It wasn't nearly as good. Like, I bought 2 of them just to see if there was going to be anything like it. And it's like, no, it didn't even come close to the raspberry one. It was so tasty. Didn't even taste like a beer, and it went down so nice.
Might have to go to a different liquor store, see if there's any others.
No, it's
They
only
have 'em.
that. We have up here. They have certain laws of what the private store and the government stores could sell, and this was in a government store. So if you can't get it in a private store, if you can get it at a government store when it comes to certain brands, you know.
Wow.
Oh, so it's hard to like go in and request something and
Yeah, like you can go, like you can get Budweisers and the Molson Canadians and Labatt's and Coors Light and the fucking Coronas and shit like that at both stores, the government and the liquor. But when it comes to certain brands that aren't typical of our market, yeah, certain stores can carry certain things and other stores can't.
Gotcha.
Are you only able to buy liquor and beer in like a liquor store, or do you sell them at gas
both
stations,
stores.
or?
Both stores can sell the same thing. You can sell the hard stuff and the beer, wines and whatnot. See, back before when they privatized the sale of alcohol or a beer and wine, it used to just be called a beer and wine store. That's all you could get was beer and wine in the stores, and then they finally allowed them to sell hard stuff like your vodkas and your rums and your whiskeys and whatnot and bourbons and whatnot in the private stores now. So you can get basically the same thing in a private store than you can at the government store. But the private store, you're going to pay more money for it because it's a private store where the liquor store is the government store, and that's where you're going to get the cheaper of the two prices, right? The other thing too is the private store, the beer is cold. The government store, the beer is warm. But some of the government stores now are called cold zones, and they've got refrigerators in there now so that you can buy the beer cold now in the government store at government prices, which is cheaper than the private store prices, right? So you're looking anywhere from a $2 to $3 difference between the government store and the private stores.
But the private stores usually have better variety, don't they?
Yes and no. It depends on how big the store is and what they want to carry and what they sell. A lot of the private stores, sometimes all they do is just carry the everyday essentials, Budweiser, Molson, Labatt's, Miller's, Coronas, Heineken's, shit like that. Just the stuff that sells, right? Whatever sells the most is what they're going to carry the most, and then have the largest selection of. If they bring in a beer and it doesn't sell, then they'll usually discontinue selling that beer in their store because it just takes up space that they could put more Budweisers on the shelf, right? So,
are a lot of those restrictions, is that like Canada wide or is it province? Like
it's province wide.
Province.
Every province has its own government liquor store or private store or whatnot.
Yeah, because here it varies state to state. Like
same. It's same
like
here.
In Kentucky, I could go into a Walgreens and they'd have a whole whiskey shelf.
Yeah.
Here in Texas, they don't sell any alcohol at any Walgreens or CVS, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
They're starting to sell, like, I call it soft liquor in regular stores like Walmart and gas stations and whatever else. But like the hard liquor, you gotta buy at the liquor store. And what I mean by soft liquor is like
the liqueurs.
It's almost like
the Bailey,
like a knockoff of Fireball.
Oh, okay.
It's like cinnamon liquor, but it's like probably just watered down or whatever.
Yeah, it's something. It's something Fireball.
Chinese.
I drink that shit, man. It just gives me gut rot. Fireball. I got a few buddies that just
like Fireball.
Hard stuff, man.
Dude, that shit is rampant down here. Everybody, let's get a shot of Fireball. What are you, fucking bitch? Get some Goldschlager like a fucking man, motherfucker.
I can handle Goldschlager better than I can Fireball. I'm not a big cinnamon person.
I'm not a cinnamon person either. I don't like anything cinnamon flavored or cinnamon scented or like if I walk into somebody's house during Christmas time and they got all those cinnamon fucking candles and scents, I get a headache immediately.
Yeah, so that's about like me too.
Yeah, I haven't tried the Goldschlager yet. I've seen it, but I've never tried it.
Oh, it's good. It's like taking a shot of Wrigley's gum or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you put gold.
Whenever I was in high school, I went to this party and they had Goldschlager, and it was the first time I tried Goldschlager. I was 16 or 17 years old, and I had been drinking Coronas and then pretty much just chugged a fifth of Goldschlager. The next day, I shit out a Mexican coin.
Oh my gosh, I shit a peso. It's got the stamp on it and everything.
Right? I don't know if I probably just swallowed a peso or didn't know.
That's funny.
Yeah, all the liquor stores in Alberta are privatized, so we don't have any government-run ones. They're regulated by the government, but they're not actually owned by the government.
Well, in South Carolina, they're privately owned, but as far as liquor stores goes, beer and the wine and stuff like that at convenience stores or whatever. But up here in Virginia, the liquor stores are government run. So
Yeah, fuck Virginia. The thing that I don't like about Virginia is that it's a commonwealth, so they have their own obscure laws that they can enforce, and it's just I didn't like Virginia at all. Like they can, you can't get in trouble. Like the cops can't get in trouble for entrapment because their laws on entrapment pretty much don't exist. So I got pulled over by. I had a Honda Civic whenever I was in high school, and I pulled up to another another racer. It was like a Mitsubishi Eclipse or something. I can't fucking remember. But he was revving his engine at the stoplight, and I was like, "Oh, this guy wants to fucking race." I was like, "All right, I'll race you." So light turns green. We take off. Well, I take off. He pulls behind me, turns on his fucking lights. It was an undercover cop in a fucking racer, instigating me to race him.
What a jerk.
Anywhere else, that'd be entrapment.
Well, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why you got to say it. It's a commonwealth.
Yeah.
Not a commonwealth. It's a commonwealth.
Yeah. I saw a picture on Facebook the other day of there's a semi truck in Florida that's an undercover.
Yeah.
Semi truck.
That one in Richmond also.
Yeah, there's a lot of states are doing that stuff now.
I know in Kentucky they had Corvettes and stuff that were just black, tinted windows, like a badass car, and there's a cop car.
Yeah, the thing they're after is they're riding around looking for people and from everybody from the truck drivers on down to the cars now, I think. So they just radio ahead to get if you was on set, then they just radio ahead because they know they couldn't keep up with you in the truck.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting
semi, man. That seems like a waste of tax dollars. That costs a lot of money. Diesel, and that's a lot of gas used.
They don't give a
Ride
shit.
around in a vehicle
money.
that ain't going to catch nothing, you know.
They catch it. They write enough tickets, they'll get it. But
yeah, but still, I don't know. It's weird.
What's that?
What's up? Oh, look,
hey, Sab,
it's Bino's in the safety room.
Time you getting here?
Full safety gear. There's a radio going off behind me.
You're in where I would be hanging out.
How big is the boat you're on, Bino?
It is ow, fuck. Ow.
That's pretty big.
It's painful. It's so big.
It's two Alfucks big.
Hold on.
It might turn into a 3 Alfucks big if we hold on long enough.
Here. It is about, I want to say it's close to 90 foot long, 35 wide, and about, I want to say 38 to 40 tall. And it's got a draft of almost 8 feet, 7.5, 8 feet.
Yeah, that's right around the size that what we used. But the boat we was on is about the same length and stuff. It was actually an old sailboat that was switched over to be turned. You know, all the mast was removed and everything. Big diesel engine put in. They tore out all the front of the bottom and made it an ice hole. And then we had a little bitty, you know, jump spot for like 4 people to sleep in the very, very tip, you know. So, but I guess they wanted. It was good because being it was a prior sailboat, big wooden sailboat, that when we would get in squalls and stuff out there, it wouldn't, you know, side over as easily.
Right.
Or at least you knew it was going to come back up. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But I didn't like my captain because you get those little, what do you call them? The little squirrels. It's like a little tornado. Like a little squall, a little tornado on the water. He'd always drive through them and make us go out on the deck and clean it and then drive through one just to watch shit blow around and piss us off.
Sounds about right.
It was some good times, though. Got some stories from it and stuff, you know.
Right.
There goes Anthony. He's heading off to bed, I see.
Yep.
I was just outside passing along like he does in his videos. Sounded just like him, dude.
So I haven't kept up, Road. Have you been keeping to your one a day schedule?
No, I just did it for that week, man.
Just for that week?
Just for that week, yeah. I just put a video up today. Actually, it just went live like shit, not even 5-10 minutes ago. So
cool.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it was a lot of work, and I really didn't have anything to say this week. I pretty much said it all last week.
I'm lucky if I get 1 or 2 up a week, and I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I doing? What am I going to do? I don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's the same with me. It's just like, what the fuck are you going to talk about, right? Like like I always record my rides, right? Every time I go out, I record it, and it's usually if there's nothing, if I don't say anything and I didn't see anything stupid happen, it just gets deleted, right? And then I'll just. But I'm always recording, right? Every time I'm on the bike, I'm always recording. So it's just, you never know. There's that one thing that can happen in front of you and you just happen to catch it and it just goes viral, right? It's just, you got to be recording to capture it, right? So,
yep.
You know, because all the times that I ever seen stupid shit, I never had a camera with me.
That's what you took the words from.
So I always make sure I have it on me, right?
Yeah, that's exactly. It's like every time something really good happens, I don't have my camera on me.
Yeah.
And if you do have the camera with you, nothing ever happens.
Yeah, exactly. So it's almost a safety feature in a way when you're out riding and stuff and driving. That's the same. My drummer and I last, when was it, May or March? I think it was one of the times. Oh, it was March. Yeah, it was like actually just like it would have been a year ago, a couple weeks ago. We were going to the Sunshine Coast to go play a gig, and I got my GoPro. It was before I got the big GoPro. I had my little session, and I'm holding it on the dash and just recording the drive as we're going, right? Nothing's exciting happening. So I turn the fucking thing off. All of a sudden, not even fucking 2 minutes later, shit just starts happening. Cars are driving stupid in front of us, almost cutting us off and this and that. I'm like, holy fuck, man, how come I should have the camera on? And Jeff's like, turn that fucking thing back on, man, because every time it's on, nothing happens, right? So turn it back on, and sure enough, nothing happens. And then, of course, as we're passing a car, some dude's getting a blowjob in a Cadillac, and the camera was going, it was just facing the wrong way, and we passed him too quickly, and I was like, dude, slow down, that guy's getting a blowjob, I gotta get this on film. You get to see the chick's head bobbing up and down, right? It was hilarious.
Right. Yeah, the only time that anything that's happened to me while I was on my motorcycle worth recording was I was on it was the first ride that I ever went on with anybody, and we were going to Pensacola for Thunder Beach, and the group that we were with, fucking idiots, they ended up slamming on brakes, cutting across 3 lanes of traffic to get to a Walmart to buy Fireball so that they could drink on the fucking way
wow.
to the fucking
I would do that.
to the meet. And I had to slam on brakes, lock my fucking brakes up. I skid for like 30, 40 feet, almost high-side it, and I was able to control it, but god damn, man. And
That's not a fun.
then I was like, I got that on camera, and I go home, go to edit it, and all that footage is gone. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
That sucks.
It recorded up to like a mile before that happened, and then it started recording again like 5 miles after we left the Walmart.
Never meant to be seen, I guess.
Yeah.
How you doing, the famous Prairie Boy?
Holy shit, Prairie's here?
Oh,
Damn.
Prairie, give me your. Give him a.
You
I
got
don't have his email, so I can't email him, man. So send him a link.
I don't
Graham Prairie Boy.
Get that guy in here. I need his email.
Yeah,
be right back.
She Instagram him, but yeah, he can give it to you when. But yeah, it always happens.
Prairie Boy on Instagram.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
They even have him on Instagram. Gotta check.
I think I do.
That's
Otter
usually
had him on his.
that's usually the way it works. Though I've even got a dash cam and plug the damn thing in, and I miss stuff going down the road in the pickup truck. So. Yeah, he's
fucking that incorrect, dumb fuck. Still spelling it incorrect. Fuck, dumb fuck.
So
Yeah, I got him.
what's going on out there in Sab?
Prairie, Instagram me, man. Fuck it. I'll send you the link to my Gmail. Or are you in already?
I said, what's going on out there in Crazyfornia?
Nothing really. I think Lucky Bear's making dinner. We rearranged the house a little bit. Yeah. So I turned it into a productive day, even though I wasn't as productive as I wanted it to be.
Well, at least you got something done. I didn't get nothing done today.
Well, go outside, take your hammer and a box of nails, and go smash some nails into the wood, and then you could say you got something done.
There you go.
Just look out for your fingers.
Exactly.
I can go out outside and wrestle a bear.
Well, there's that. Or go out and throw rocks, because then you say you did something.
Yeah, that'll work too.
But good luck, because Delissa doesn't pick up small rocks. She only picks up those freaking big ass ones.
Yeah.
Boulders.
Yeah, them boulders.
The small ones are too heavy.
Well, she doesn't take the rocks from the stream. She takes the boulders so that the stream will come to her.
Yeah.
It's a theory, I think. I don't know. I might be out of left field here, but I don't know. And then she wonders why the river's flooded. You took all the rocks out. The water's got to go somewhere.
Where'd this sinkhole come from?
That wasn't there last year.
Yeah. Hey, man. How are you tonight? But, yeah, that's
cool, man.
She's been down there one time since it flooded last week. I don't know what.
I can't get to you, my rock.
It's probably good.
I need the chainsaw.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I guess I'm gonna have to get the chainsaw out and go down there and cut her trail back in.
Yeah, open it back up.
Yeah. I hope that 3,500 pound winch will pull it, but I pull a lot of them trees out the way, but I don't know.
That's a pretty good winch.
Yeah.
I only got a liquor winch. I don't got one of those.
Dig around with some of those main roots. You get it.
Yeah, I just had to see whenever she said it was so muddy down there the other day, she couldn't hardly get around down there. So
Canada.
what little bit she could get to.
Hey, that makes sense.
I can get around.
Inman's bragging on his winch pounds.
Hey, Prairie Boy.
Hello.
Hey, Fred boy.
How's everybody doing?
Doing good.
Doing good.
Thanks
How
for
about you?
joining.
All of us trying to thaw out. You
Yeah.
thawing out
Every time that Prairie enters a stream, it sounds like he's like trying to yell into a cave and hears echo. He's like, "Hello."
Because he is in a cave.
No, he's enjoying the 70, however many degree cave he lives in.
72.
There it is. That's
Yeah.
right. His paradise cave.
Yeah, something like that.
Is it warming up,
With his
warming up
recliner.
over there yet, man?
Yeah, it's starting to get above freezing now.
There you go. That means that shit's going to start melting. You guys can get back on your bikes again.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
that way I
waiting.
don't have to hear all the fucking Canadians bitching about all their fucking snow and shit.
Hey, man. I'm like one of the only Canadians that doesn't bitch about it, except for the 2 weeks that I did get the snow.
It was a long 2 weeks for you too, wasn't
You
it?
fucking, it was horrible.
Too many long bus rides for you.
Yeah.
Now I had to trade the big wheel bike for the moped and go back to 2-stroke.
Yeah, well, I wish.
Get out the spike tires.
Yeah.
No, I'm just going to have to get me one of those electric bikes like Tipsy and Trippy do and fucking do that instead.
That's
That way,
not
if
a
you
good
go
idea.
down, you're not smashing it all up.
Get knobby tires.
Would anybody like a stir fry quesadilla? Should I turn on my camera and eat it? So
This is an ASMR channel now.
What happened?
You just make me hungry. And then I'll end up
Yes.
leaving and be like, I got to get food.
I'll take a picture and send it to you.
Well, y'all were making Bino thirsty, and now Delisa's gonna make y'all hungry. So
There's
Nice.
not any carbs in this.
um,
All right, suit yourself.
all right.
There's a fridge.
Lucky Bear says she's not making dinner, so I'll take 2.
No,
That means-
She's
I'll
not
trade
making-
you. I'll trade you for a couch.
Wow. I'll take a couple. They'll probably be cold by the time they get mailed here, though.
We're kidding. We found a family member that wants a couch that lives a little closer to Lisa. If you lived closer, you'd have dibs.
What did you bring it to me? No, I'll say like I told Daryl. Do you know how strong my love is for you?
But we could meet in Kansas.
Yeah, just
I hear
throw the
that's
cou-
about
throw the couch-
halfway.
Throw the couch in your milk crate.
Yeah.
Bino, I'm going to put it on your tugboat.
Don't know what good it'll do over here.
Yeah, the cushions double as flotation devices.
Yeah, until they get wet and fucking sink.
Oh,
Maybe
Huh?
I've read the insert card on a Southwest Airlines flight too many times.
Right.
Well, a couple more months and Bino had alligators out. He can go out there and count alligators. Just goes
Nice.
Right.
Bino can be a swamp people.
Mine can be
Yeah.
swamp people.
But
he's already got the
he
look.
doesn't speak by you like they do.
Cajun.
I deal with enough of those guys here in New Orleans. It's
Well, but do they walk around and like have a subtitle machine? Because some of those guys you just cannot understand.
yeah, it's a whole different language over here. I'll tell you what.
That does look yummy. I'm hungry.
I sent him a
I'm
picture.
so mad. Now I'm hungry.
Oh, that's what it is. You're sitting there sending pictures. Then what are you telling me?
Yeah,
to be quiet?
Picture, that looks yummy.
All right. Good night, Moto Matt, man.
Night, Matt.
So what you been up to, Prairie?
Oh, just living in paradise.
Right?
Fucking. God, I'm not one to complain, but God, I've had a run of shit lately.
Have what?
Yeah.
Maybe you want to change your diet.
Yeah.
That vibrating chair done getting working on him there.
All the
What's wrong with him?
the vibrating chair is broke.
Yeah, then you might want to look into your diet then.
Were you using the vibrating chair to help digest or
shit.
something? Or
Eat more fiber.
more fiber?
Or
That's
less
what
fiber.
Grandma would always say. More fiber.
Drink you some milk.
He needs some milk.
Milk.
Milk will clog your ass.
Hang on.
Yeah, let's find something. Yeah, this is so good. Y'all sure you don't want one?
You're just making me hungry now. Now I'm gonna have to go cook.
I saw in a Tipsy and Tripsy video that, you know, Trippy, he just rolls over, takes a big bong hit, and then he can actually take a dump in the morning. That might help.
Not me, man. I need coffee. I need that laxative.
Mm-hmm.
I don't drink coffee in the mornings like I used to. I like the iced coffees now for some reason, like the what they call them, frappuccinos or some crap.
Yeah, yeah.
But the hot coffee, I don't drink much anymore.
Just stick with the standard meth and you're good, eh?
No, I don't do any of that. No, thank you. I already have heart problems.
I think my heart's the one part of my body I don't have a problem with.
Yeah.
I got a pain in my chest. And I
Never
can't
got
breathe.
into hard stuff.
I've got a pain in my chest and I can't breathe.
Acid a couple times, but other than that, it's always just been like, you know, beer or a little weed or something. Other than that, I don't do any of that crap.
You can't afford it.
Even if I could, man, I just no thanks.
If I was rich, I'd be a coke fiend for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Hey, Donna Main, how are you tonight?
Thanks for the sub, Donna, man. It's good to see you here.
Who's that? Donna May.
Donna.
Donna.
Wait, how come all my logos changed for order? What?
Google it.
No, Road Rash was all the way on the left, and now he's all the way on the right next to me. And the order just rotated. Bino was next to me. I'm so confused.
I don't do the YouTube one, but I notice sometimes on the YouTube it puts me in a different spot than what I see on the Hangouts.
No, that's the way it always is.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time. I'm not. I was just saying. I'm in the Hangout, and literally 2 minutes ago it was in a different order. I set my phone down. I picked it up. Didn't exit the Hangout, and now the order is backwards. Or
put your phone down.
Yeah.
We have assigned seats now.
I'm setting my phone down again.
Yeah, Sab, I don't know. I see you on the YouTube, and you're beside me, but on Hangouts, you're not beside me. Truckman is.
Right. See?
Does your phone have an electronic gyroscope? That might have been an issue.
No, you're being like Sab crazy on the Hangouts for me too here. So
see,
I'm next to Tham.
I don't see the YouTube page. I see the Hangouts. I see me on the right, then Truckman, Sab, Road, Prairie, Final, and then 2 ATVs. That's from.
Wait, what's YouTube?
YouTube?
No idea.
I think they sell TVs or something.
YouTube. Yeah, isn't that like Best Buy?
Yeah, something like that.
YouTube. It's where you shop for a new tube. It's the English edition of Best Buy.
When I need to fix my guitar.
It's the YouTube for the European people who want to watch the tube. Bino getting a safety outfit on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to click on a pump.
Safety third.
Safety.
Did they call you?
I'm going to walk the toe with you guys so you can see.
Okay. That'd be cool.
I'm going to get vertigo.
Let me click on you here.
Let me go take Dramamine real quick.
I'll probably mute myself because it's going to get loud with the pump going.
We'll let you know.
Yeah, well, if it gets that way, I'll just mute you. I got control.
It's like you're walking in a dungeon.
Yeah, it's like the start of a first-person horror movie.
Yeah,
you're a first-person shooter, man. Just looking for that gun to stick out and wait for the zombie to jump up from around the corner.
You gotta listen to that funky music first. That
yeah, this is how much width we have to work with whenever we're building toe.
Suspense.
Yum, this is so good, you guys.
Yeah, I went on.
Aren't you supposed to pump the water out of the boat?
Yeah. Pump's leaking.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pee.
Yeah, it's a long ways down. And the pump shit the bed or it ran out of gas.
No, it ran out of water to pump. This thing was filled all the way to the top earlier today.
Damn.
Was that like a ballast or something?
It's about 15 feet down. It's a just a void tank, so it helps it keep buoyant. We got a load of metal scrap that we're hauling, and then the rest of them are empties.
Oh yeah.
You know, you could really get some good photography though with some of this stuff.
Yeah, I want to bring my GoPro out here and build tow one time. These wires that we have here, we had them completely tight the other day because we didn't know about the tank being full. So they were tight, and you can tell how much it freaking lifted.
Yeah,
because
it's slack now.
A lot of freaking slack. But I guess I could walk around. Go up this ladder. Show y'all a little bit more.
I'm gonna go eat my dinner. Good checking in. Everybody stay well.
Yeah, you love that.
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, Sam, love you guys.
This one's pretty tight. Now it needs to be retightened.
I got a question for you, Dino. Do you ever spend time learning how to tie all the knots and stuff? Because I did that when I worked on the boat. I used to know a whole lot of different types of knots and all that, but I've never, I kind of forgot them over the years, I guess.
Really, the only knot that we know how to or that we need to know how to tie is a bowline.
Okay.
I don't know why people call it a bowline. It's spelled bow line.
Yeah.
Why would you call it bowline?
It's just the way it goes. Because we're on a fishing boat. People on fishing boats can't talk.
Right. All right. So these ones are really tight. These are how it's supposed to look.
Yeah, that looks okay.
So we got our donut. We call this a donut.
All right.
And it's attached to some chains, and then you got your ratchet. This right here.
Breaker bar.
We call these toothpicks and a cheater pipe.
Cool.
And then that's our wire, which is basically a cable, elevator cable.
Steel, I'm guessing, stainless cable.
Yeah, and some of these barges like this one have winches, so that eliminates the need for a ratchet and a donut. So it just goes straight to these kevels and around the timber heads and shit. So, and then here's our safety line. We put safety lines out, so if the wires break, the line usually keeps it from
a little back
going anywhere.
Yeah.
So. Yep, that's the tow.
How many barges?
We got 6. So we got these 2, and then these 2, and then the ones behind it, the empty and the other load, or the load and the other empty.
So with those ones that were slack, is somebody going to have to tighten all those up before y'all take off again? Or?
Yeah, we'll tighten up those tomorrow probably. I could do it myself right now, but it'd be better to have 2 people do it.
Yeah, because Jason's around there somewhere. I can feel him.
Right. Funny enough, there's a boat over there. The one where that green light is. There's a guy that works on that boat. His name is actually Jason. It'd be funny if he showed up around the corner. Like, oh, fuck, it's Jason.
Well, it's a good thing he's on another boat.
I knew it.
Safety first. Use 3 hands. Even though I'm only using. Use 3 hands.
3 points of contact.
3 hands of contact.
Well, you're using every other step.
Right.
Shut up. Somebody's watching. This is OSHA.
Yeah, OSHA's watching.
He's down that bayou or whatever they call that down there. He better be watching out for dueling banjos.
Right.
More of the music type down there.
Gotta watch out for Creedence Clearwater Revival.
That's some scary stuff.
Break out some Skinner down there.
Right.
Oh, I bet it sound good though in that little shaft. Yeah. Little wall to wall. Make some good echo and reverb ambience.
Right. Oh, shit. Just showed the name of the boat. Fuck.
I didn't catch it. To see it again?
Yeah.
Right.
You guys push barges, don't you, down there?
Yeah.
Okay, see, up here we pull our barges.
I wonder why that is.
Well, because we have to go over open sea and stuff like that, right?
He's in the river, though. In the ocean, they pull them.
Yeah, but see, a lot of them, we pull them also up and down the river as well, because especially when you're going upriver, you're going against the current, and that's when the line is long. But when they're going downriver, the line is usually short, right? So you can control it if you have to come to a stop or something like that.
Well, thank you for the tour. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, it's good to see where you.
I'll show you how we're connected to the barges itself. So we got these. We call these face wires, and it's a winch connected, and then a couple pulleys, and then it goes all the way over, and then
it's like your major fulcrum attachment.
Yeah, it connects to that kevel, and then it goes all the way back over there. And then we also have this. We call this our headline. Right now it's set up for like a working headline, so if we need to move just one barge, pull it away from like a bank or whatever, we throw that line on it to pull it away. But usually it runs from there to that kevel and then through the hole over to this, and this is called a capstan. and it basically just hits a couple loops in the wire and the line, and
it's like a wedge essentially.
Yeah,
it's the gripper. As it spins, you can add more.
Yeah, it's just a winch. Essentially, it's just keeping. Yeah, it's just
like
keeping the line tight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be right back.
All right.
How long's that towboat? Just the boat.
This one is it's about 80, 90 foot, something like that.
How big is the ones that run down to Mississippi? 100 and some odd, 150.
100, 120. I mean, well, I don't know. There's some big ass boats out here.
Depends on your haul, I guess, and what you know.
Some of them big ones that push 15 barges or so.
Yeah, how many?
This one only pushes 6. The most we ever really push is 6.
6.
Our boat just doesn't have enough ass to move anything else.
But the big ones up and down the Mississippi.
There's some on the Mississippi that push like 40 at a time. So like 4 wide and 10 long.
That's crazy. That's a lot, man.
That's a lot of tow work right there.
That's a lot. I mean, that's a lot to keep up with, you know.
That's so with all those wires that I just showed you, I mean, usually there's 7 per coupling. So 7 times
6.
20.
20? Because you got how many points?
You would have, well, no. Damn, more than that. 7. I don't even know how many. You would have.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
And you got to break it down every time you go.
That's like 100. That's like 100 sets of rigging out there, if not more.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Matt,
that's a lot of fucking weight to fucking move.
Matt jumped in here.
Those motherfuckers are heavy. Each one of those ratchets that I showed you, they're about 50 pounds.
Yeah.
About 50 pounds each, and then the wires are good. No, the ratchets are probably 30 pounds.
The
wires are like 50 to 80 pounds, if not more. Maybe, yeah, probably 50 to 80 pounds. So that's a lot of fucking weight you gotta fucking carry.
Oh yeah, take a toll on that.
A lot of people out, a lot of the shit on the Mississippi, they luck out because a lot of them have the winches on them, so they don't have to move out rigging from the boat all the way down the tow.
They can just like hit it and tighten it up.
Yeah.
Walk 10
just
barges
wrap it around,
down. Grab
it around. And,
yeah, and just kind of wink, pull it in, and then lock it.
We don't have to carry the wires from the boat all the way down. Usually, whenever we're building tow, they'll move the boat to the coupling that we're at, and we'll just throw the wires and shit over to the coupling.
Yeah.
But like if a wire breaks,
then you got to replace this in your hauling.
Yeah, we got to walk that shit from the boat all the way
have it,
out
I guess,
onto the tow.
like a universal standard. They kind of get shared, or do you all keep exclusive your own, but they also give you yours that go back with whoever you're, servicing or whatever?
We have our own rigging that we keep on the boat. Now, if, say we go, this usually happens when we're in New Orleans. We're picking up shit from New Orleans. Usually they already have the shit rigged up, waiting for us.
That's
good. Or they already have the rigging on the
for you to use
barges.
Without having to.
So we just have to put it together. Then what we do is they'll park their boat right next to ours, and then we'll throw up the rigging that we're using back to them.
Yeah.
So like we'll trade rigging really.
Yeah.
But it sucks because like over in New Orleans they use, we call them gorilla wires. They're really thick. They're like 1 1/8 cable. But a lot of the times we use what we call what I call baby wires. They're like 7/8
really?
wire. So if our boat,
half-inch difference.
Whenever I first got on this boat, all we had was baby wires, and we did a run over to New Orleans and picked up like a 6-pack, and we had to trade rigging with them. All they had on the barges was gorilla wires, so pretty much all our rigging that we gave to them was the baby wires, and we ended up with the gorilla wires. I fucking hate those Gorilla wires, man. They're so fucking heavy. They're so hard to work with. Like they bind up and they're just hard to manipulate. And
Oh, really?
those baby wires though, I could throw those around all day.
What's the what do you think the as an estimate, what do you think the weight difference is in those, just because of that? What is it, almost half an inch difference there?
Yeah. Well, isn't it half an inch? It might be half an inch.
Close to
I
it.
can't remember the exact diameter of the cables.
Yeah, but
I'm pretty sure though that it's an inch and an eighth and
I'm sure it's at least a quarter of an inch, if not more.
I would say whenever I use Gorilla wires and then I go to using a baby wire, it's like night and day difference. Like I could probably, after like carrying a giant ass Gorilla wire from the boat to the freaking to the barges, if I pick up a baby wire, I could pretty much just throw that motherfucker.
Okay, then that makes me ask a question. Do you think the baby wires last almost as long as those big old bulky craps, or is it like actually as a company standpoint, they're like, no, I don't care if the workers have to frustrate themselves, I'm going to buy the thick shit?
I think it's captain's discretion on what they want to use on the boat.
Yeah.
And on the Mississippi, the river, it runs fast and high all the fucking time. So they really need those big ass wires to keep the toes together.
Yeah, that was kind of my question. So even though it's more of a pain,
whenever we were coming,
you have some security in it, I guess.
I forget where we were going, but we ended up breaking every baby wire that we had.
Oh, okay.
Coming through the ICW.
Yeah.
So they do break easier, especially in the rough seas.
That's what I was wondering, exactly how much more, or something.
But I would rather go through the ICW with baby wires and break 3 or 4 of them going through and have to replace them on the go rather than working with those Gorilla wires. I really would.
But as a company,
they're fucking heavy.
We're breaking stuff where that costs us money, so we're just going to make our, make all the deckhands fucking suffer.
Hey, Matt West.
Howdy.
Or whatever your position. I don't know. But, that's the way a company sees it. They're like, oh, it costs us money. This broke, that broke. They see it as a loss, regardless.
Yeah.
How's the beach life treating you there, Matt?
What beach?
What?
It's still been cold as hell. I'm staying away from the water. The wind's blowing like hell out here.
Is it?
Well, it's done like to blow. So it's just checking you out there, see what it is.
Well, I run outside right now. It's been cold. I'm trying to smoke these corned beef briskets and everything. I run out there, stoke the fire, and run back in. The wind picked up out there. I was like, fuck this.
No, I hear you there. I'm the same way.
They get all warmed up the past 2 days. All of a sudden, the temperature just plummets. I'm going, shit on this. I'm not going to hang out around here all night cooking. I'm going to stay inside and be warm.
Fuck you, Mother Nature.
Yeah, it's 46 up here in Canada where I am right now. So
it's 46 here, but the wind's blowing at like 15, 20 miles an hour. And I'm going, yeah, it feels like it's about mid-30s right now. So hell with this.
It's always that wind chill that gets you.
Yeah. Especially if you're on the water, it's a different kind of it's a different wind.
On the water?
Yeah.
Way different on the water.
Yeah.
I literally got it.
And Matt lives right next to the water. Like,
okay.
I got the
where he lives is pretty much
back door.
Pretty much a swamp where he lives. He lives on a swamp. So it's always colder in Poquoson than the rest of the area.
Yeah, inland is always warmer.
2 minutes down the road, less wind, temperature's completely different. Come back here to the house, it's like, fuck. You come back from a nice sunny day up there in Williamsburg and everything. It's like, oh, yeah, it's so nice up here. It's like 50s, the sun's rise, barely a breeze. Come down here, it's like 40, wind's blowing 40 miles an hour. Oh, I'm home. I'm going right the fuck inside.
I just have a picture of you like looking at the sky, holding your fist in the air, going.
No, there's a middle finger usually up too. It's like, fuck you.
Have y'all ever seen the HBO miniseries, The Pacific, about the Marines in World War II?
No, I haven't. So.
No,
I think I
there's a scene where there's an officer. He was just standing outside. It was raining. He was standing outside, butt naked, freaking taking a shower, like soap and all that shit. And it's raining, so he's like getting rinsed off. As soon as he gets completely lathered in soap, it stops raining, and he's like, "Don't you quit on me now, motherfucker!"
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right.
That's always exactly my luck.
See, I always worry about that. Like right in the middle of me washing my face in the shower and be worried the water just suddenly turn off, and I got soap on my face and I can't rinse it off, and I'm like, fuck. I don't want to open my eyes up and like get soap in them because then I'm sitting there feeling like I just got maced.
Either that or taking a damn truck stop shower and the guy next door takes and flushes the commode.
And the water goes cold or hot.
Well, see, that's when you bust out the thing butt naked and start chasing after him. He's like, "Oh dear God!"
Yeah, next time I get on the boat,
So
I
how
think
you
I'm
doing,
gonna
Redbeard?
bring my GoPro.
Do it.
I said, "How you doing tonight?"
He says he's
Tired.
doing.
I can kind of hear those voices like,
Working on moving all her shit to storage.
Still dealing with that shit? Jesus Christ, I thought you'd burn that already.
No.
I was kind of expecting you literally would rent a dumpster, and then that way you could have a dumpster fire. Be like, "This is liberating."
I'm just going to tell you, this way I can't get in trouble or for anything. I'm just going to take her shit, put it in the storage unit. Here's the password, pay for it. If not, you lose it.
We'll put the storage unit in her name.
It's already in our name. I'm just going to take my name off of it.
Yeah, exactly. And then just don't pay for it, and it's on her.
So what's everybody doing for St. Patty's Day?
What any Irishman would be doing, drinking.
On what day St. Patty's Day is on?
I hate St. Patrick's Day.
Just my beer won't be green.
It's me and my ex's anniversary.
It'll be in a green bottle, though, won't it?
Yeah, that'll be about the only green it'll be is the bottle.
It's close enough. Works for me. I'm Irish, so hey.
There you go.
See, there you go.
Keith Barney Stone.
Well, that's just it. He's Irish, and he's drinking that Dutch beer all the time because he likes the real beer.
It's in a green bottle, so hey.
Yeah, and it tastes like weed, so even better.
I got a new beer to try. I think I'll do it for one of my mail openings. It's called Dragon's Milk. It's by New Holland Brewing. Because people were talking about riding a dragon's tail. And I saw this. I'm like, hey, I should use that for a mail call. But it's like orange chocolate bourbon barreled aged stout with natural flavors. So I've got to try it here at some point.
You lost me by chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Just everybody was talking about Dragon's Tail, and I saw Dragon's Milk. I'm like, hey, I'm going to milk the dragon. Some stupid.
Well, that ain't that far from here.
Oh, if the dragon's a male, you're going to make them very happy.
God damn, I'm not drinking this now.
It's like, I milked the dragon. That dragon's a male.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
man, I'm so glad I came into this live stream. I could make a really bad video there.
Oh, make the video. It'll be hilarious. I'll watch it.
I'll watch it. You idiot.
I'll watch it. I won't be able to breathe because I'll be laughing too hard, but I'll watch it.
Damn, now I gotta make that video.
You shouldn't have said nothing. You have to make the video now.
I have to add a comment like, let's suck on this dragon's milk and see what it tastes like.
Swallow the dragon.
The voice off screen be like, the dragon's a male. Shit.
I hate you guys. All right, I'll just open my Bud Light. Keep it at that.
See, no one's gonna give you any shit over that one.
Yeah.
It's like, it's normal piss water. It's like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just, standard thirsty beer.
Piston fuel. That's one thing I drink about it. It's so light and thin and everything. Like 2 into it, and I've had 2 beers and I'll piss a gallon. I'm going, something's not right here.
Yeah, I don't like regular Bud Light, but I like the Bud Light Platinum just because it has the extra alcohol in it. I don't feel like I have to drink as much, So,
well, the reason why you think you piss a gallon whenever you only have 2 beers is because it's a diuretic. Alcohol is a diuretic. It dehydrates you, so it pulls all. Not to be all scientific and shit, but yeah, it pulls all the fucking water from your cells.
Nerd,
right?
We don't need science.
Pulls all the water from your cells and you piss it out.
Prairie boy there.
Caffeine.
He has to stay in the bathroom.
I think this is all just a suggestion.
I didn't ask for your opinion. It's
Science-
scientifically proven. I didn't ask for their opinions either.
Prairie boy's got a vibrating toilet.
I wish. That'd be awesome.
He has guests over, and everyone has to stay out in the living room. He's just got the bathroom door cracked open slightly. He's just screaming at him the whole time. So what's going on? It's been a lot easier if you came out here. I'm not leaving this thing because then you'll get on and you won't want to get off.
Exactly.
It's science.
It's science.
Science. Damn your witchcraft.
Science, witchcraft, whatever. It's all the same thing.
It's a fine line, yeah.
That's funny.
What is this sorcery? It's a vibrating toilet.
Vibrating toilet. To help you poo more easily.
Just shakes the turd right out.
Check out our one.
You know how it's strained, it makes you relax and everything kind of falls out.
Don't even go to push.
Porta potty 1000 double.
It just kind of puts you to sleep, and all of a sudden you're shitting in your sleep. And then you realize I could never come off this thing because I'd be too relaxed, and I just lost all tension in my sphincter, so I walk around just shitting on myself.
That's why he put the counter.
Got it. Finding me with science.
Don't start. I don't need the copyright strike. Fuck.
Man, no. Wow, I guess so though. Just because it did some stuff. I guess
anybody knows who Thomas Dolby is, man. That's all it takes, man. That's Thomas Dolby, and I'm telling, he's my buddy, and I'm telling him, right? And then fucking fuck.
Are you monetized on the road?
No, I'm not monetized. I just don't need the copyright strike.
They say they don't hold that against you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sing a song there.
No, I hear you. I could fucking sit here and rattle off jingles all day long if I really wanted to.
Horn blows does the driver.
They must come up on someone without getting out of the way or getting too close.
A road. You ever followed Jared Dines or?
Yeah, on my other account, I've got him.
He got a copyright strike, and he wasn't even playing the guitar or anything. He just went, and I can't finish it. But smoke.
Yeah. Smoke on the water.
And he got like a copyright strike of him just like doing, It was like, really?
Yeah, they're really cracking down on that now.
Yeah, isn't there like a 3 strikes and you're out thing now?
No, not on that kind of strike. It's only
Yeah,
when you
copyright
create
strikes
the,
now. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
It can be. Depends on the severity of the copyright strike, though, right? I think.
Yes, they changed the rules.
Yeah.
Strikes.
A lot of people are getting burned over the stupidest shit now. Instead of like a 30-second rule where they keep it under it, now it's literally like a couple lyrics, like what you just said a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
They've been hitting them on that.
Well, I hope they don't go back a couple years and like, oh, this video from 5 years ago.
They've been
music
doing
on it.
that. Like,
well, I have
videos 6 years old, they go back and hit somebody
I
on
made
them.
the stuff, you know. It's like even though I made the music and imitated it and reproduced it and did my thing with it in my own fashion, I still have strikes on it. And I always say, you know, it's like, hey, this was written by blah 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 blah. This is just a remake of whatever in my own version.
Well, the thing
it's
is
up to the company. Like,
yeah, but I've also got my
buy,
other channel. Like I've got it, like even one of my very first channel where I put all our Iron Maiden tribute stuff on there. The videos, or shitty videos back in the day.
I striked it.
And no, they haven't been struck because Iron Maiden aren't a bunch of dickheads like that and go out and fucking strike all the tribute bands that got videos on the internet, right? They're cool about that. So
It depends on the label too. Like,
yeah, well, see, Iron Maiden owns
this
all
song
their
from,
shit. No label owns their shit. Iron Maiden owns all their fucking shit.
I did not know that.
You know. So, they own everything. They
that's
fucking.
an exception too, but
I did not know that.
yeah, the labels quite often, if you're playing a song that you're really not supposed to, they won't give you a strike. It'll just be, I forget what it's called.
If you're monetized, they get the profits.
Yeah, they'll put ads on your video and they get the money, but you can keep it up.
Yeah,
but they can actually just give
They
you a
tell you to
full-on
take it
strike.
down. And if you don't take it down, then that's where I think the major issues come in.
Yeah, but they put in new rules now. It's 3 strikes.
But that's for the community standards. That's not for copyright.
It is for copyright.
No.
Copyright.
They just put it in.
It's just for copyright. Yeah.
Well, no, it's not.
Yes.
They just
they put in for just
Well, then
for
I say you reread all of it because I
No,
read it.
because 2A TVs just got nailed. Freaking what, 4 or 5.
But it's not a
years
strike
ago?
on your channel. It's not held as an tax, as an actual strike. It's just a
Somebody put it up on Instagram the other day about the new copyright guidelines.
just one of y'all having a radio play now, they could claim it.
Yeah,
I mean they did us that way the other week.
Yeah, but that's not a strike on your channel where they'll shut your channel down.
No, but if you get 3 of them, no, they don't shut your channel down. They
Oh,
prevent you from live streaming.
Revenue.
Yeah, it can cause you not to lose your lives. Just one.
You could lose
Cause
monetization
you lose
if you do it a whole lot. Yeah.
Basically,
you won't
what
be
they're
able to
doing
live
with
stream
it now
if you
is the same as community strikes.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
you
not.
get, if you get
that's
3
not what I've
strikes,
been
your
told
channel
or
is
what I
gone.
read. That's crazy.
Yeah, like today I was filming and I was getting beer at the liquor store, the government store, and I opened up the cooler to pull out 2 cans of beer, and they had Kim Mitchell, why don't you go for a soda, right? And I was kind of laughing, but it was like right there, and it was loud in the video. I was like, fuck, I can't even use that part of the video. I have to actually edit that part out of my video, or I'm going to get fucking copyright striked on it, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to change my music format then. I did not think it was that way. I always seen it was different because of legal legislations. You know, one's a United States copyright legislation, another is community standards, YouTube, personal business legislation.
Yeah, they tied them together now. The punishment's the same.
I did not know that. That's something brand new. I'm going to have to research this.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just like 4 or 5 days ago. I was looking at them.
change the subject a little bit. Measures Peaches said, "Wait for Prairie Boy." He put the video of him pooping on Instagram.
Yeah,
that's a copyright strike.
That kind of strike might
not pooping like I did.
Can I share your poo video? Copyright.
That was the sound of me pooping.
My poo. That's my piece of shit. How dare you?
But it sounded like so-and-so's piece of shit, so.
I don't understand why people get all up in a tizzy about music.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, it's it just spreads the. It's like free advertising for all
for your band.
Yeah, it is. It exactly is. I mean, when I was a kid, we record mixtapes off of, the radio and all that stuff onto a cassette. I never.
Yeah, that's
I was going to
pretty much what I did.
or like get in trouble for it, or
Yeah,
Just about all my videos have, like, the intro is by the band. God damn it, I can't even remember now. But it's called Downfall of Us All by.
Oh.
But yeah, I have the whole first 20 seconds of it as my intro, and so if I get one copyright strike on it, that means all of them are going to get a copyright strike. That means my channel is going to get fucking deleted.
Yeah, mine too.
No, I think if you just remove all those videos, you'll be fine. Or what they'll do is they'll just mute it. They'll go back and just mute your entire fucking video. So when somebody goes to watch it, there'll be no audio on it.
But if you
Either that, or I could just not claim monetization on it.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Or set them to private.
If you're not
set
making
them to
money
private.
off
If
of
nobody's watching them, set them to private, and then you'll be fine. Then they can't fucking do anything because they're set
well,
to private.
if I'm not making money off of it, then there's no copyright infringement, right? It's only if you're making money, right?
It still is.
Yeah. Well, it still is because 2ATVs got hit.
We got the saying that they could they're just wanting to get basically a stern warning, but they said that they could give us a strike if anybody pushed the issue. So.
There are a few companies.
Hey, to remember, that's the band.
There's a few.
The music I use on my intro, it's fucking YouTube's music, right? It's their free shit, so I just use a song called Stage Dive, and that's my intro and my outro. It's their fucking shit, it's not mine. So if they copyright strike, it's the copyright. It's because it's their own fucking music, right?
I've heard of people using YouTube music and it becoming copyrighted and them getting a copyright strike for using YouTube music.
Yeah, well, there are certain songs that you can use, but it says in that the title of that song that you have to put fucking whose the music is in your description every time you put the video up.
Yeah,
so right. Or they have songs that you don't have to, right? So I found what I thought was the heaviest fucking shit I can find on YouTube, and I was like, all right, and I downloaded every fucking MP3 they had, and that was the one I used. And then I use the other ones when I do like my Riding in the Rain home video that I did. I used all their other fucking heavy ones that they had in that video on my ride home. But it does happen. They can do it. They can copyright strike the music if the person decides that he now wants to fucking legitimize his music, right, and make money from it.
Yeah.
It's so hard to find good music for YouTube.
Yeah, you can pay for it, or I got a drummer and I play guitar, so we just one day may sit down and do a bunch of riffs, and if I come up with something I like, then I might just change it up right in the future. So.
I make digital music that's really easy to make, that is attribute free, because I have all these audio looping programs and all these stuff. I can just create whatever sound I want and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I could do the same thing if I wanted to.
Yeah, I've got a website. If you go to my website.
It becomes time consuming though, too.
Yeah, it is time consuming.
You're trying to edit videos and then try and make music for your videos, and then it becomes a process. So
that's why it's a huge process, especially the editing part, and then the rendering. Like for my system right now, rendering takes forever, so I got to upgrade my video card so that I can speed that fucking shit up, right?
What kind of card?
That's why I like using mashups, because you can't copyright two fucking songs that are mashed together.
Yeah, they could. Both the artists could fucking strike you if they really wanted to.
Well, the thing is, like, it's a program. So if you have two songs playing at once, it's going to fuck the program up.
Yeah, I use Fruity Loops.
It isn't people
I hate
listening to it
Fruity
saying,
Loops.
"Oh,
I
I
had
know
that.
that song." It's like that fucking app you get. You play a few seconds of a song, and it'll tell you the name of the song. That's just what YouTube has. If they can detect what the song is, you're fucked.
I mean, If the licks
I didn't
are
even
just
think about that.
if the licks
You
are
definitely-
just close to what somebody's song is, they can get you. They'll get you nowadays. So
Yeah, that's why I do the
It's-
digital, because if I play guitar, they'll catch up on it way more than they will anything digital I could ever make, you know. It'd be really, really rare of anything I would make digital that would get monetized or, you know, be claimed because it's all, you know, my stuff. It'd be a really rare instance.
Yeah, it'd be a hell of a coincidence.
Yeah, unless I'm like trying to be like I have some song in my head and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna make a song and it comes out just like the song that's stuck in my head by somebody else. That's the only way it could happen, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, Road Rash, if you're looking
Hi.
for a new video card, check out the GTX 1660. It just doesn't have the RTX features on it that they have now,
Yeah.
and they're about $300.
Oh, that's not bad. All right,
Yeah.
I'll have to look at. And that's an NVIDIA, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm running a mini 1080.
Tighten up that steering coupling.
What was that, Bams?
I said I run a NVIDIA 1080, I think it is.
Yeah, that's a good card.
Yeah, no, it does good. It's like a 6 processor. It's a 6 gig. It's not the 8 gig, but it's, you know, it
Yeah.
does good. I just wish my actual onboard, you know, CPU was a little faster. It's kind of old.
Well, I finally just got my new system, so I'm happy.
What'd you got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He built himself a new rig, so.
Oh, did you? Tell me about it. What you got? What'd you put in there?
AMD's Ryzen 7 2700X. Put a GeForce RTX 2060 in it.
Nice.
I was going to go 32 gigs of RAM, but I only went with 16.
Yeah, that's what I got, is 16.
And a NVMe M.2 hard drive, serial or solid
Is it
state.
solid state? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
nice.
it's one of those like laptop hard drives that plug it right into the motherboard,
Uh-huh.
and then 8 terabytes of storage.
There you go. 8 is good. That's more than I got. I wish I had 8. I've got
I
like
built
3.
it for the future, right? So I can.
Yeah, he future-proofed it. That's
Yeah.
what I gotta do.
So you're good to go for a while. That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah, I went from rendering a 4-minute video in like an hour and a half to almost 2 hours to 6 minutes.
That's great, man. That's all.
Yeah, that video card really helps. That's what I got to do. I got to upgrade I got to get rid of my ATI and go to NVIDIA. And now that you got that new video card there, Truck Man, you can also run 3 monitors, on that computer.
I can run
problem.
4.
Well, okay, it'll run 4 monitors, even better. So,
Yeah.
but you know, I run 3. I've got 3
I
24
don't
inch.
have 3,
So,
but I just use 2.
yeah, well, I'm only using 1 right now. I need to get my other 2 up and running again, get them back after I got my computer
I
rebuilt.
don't actually have a monitor. I just use my televisions. Like I have.
I got that too, if I want to, but it's.
What's that?
I stopped using my TV. I just found, you know, if I want to watch a movie, then I'll turn the computer off and then HDMI to the TV and then hook it
Yeah.
all back up and throw my Netflix up and fucking watch a movie on the big screen. If not,
Yeah,
I'll
if I
just
have to
watch it
watch
on the little
TV,
screen.
it's always on my PC. I never
Yeah.
watch, you know, cable or anything.
Yeah, I picked up a 4K 43-inch TV, so.
Nice. That'll
That's
probably
nice.
look sick,
I'm not
fucking
okay.
connected to your computer.
Oh, it's awesome.
That's just
You do have to go into the settings and make sure that you set it to HDMI 2.0 though to get the 4K.
Oh, okay. Instead
Yeah.
of just, it's the same as, okay, like fucking, it's just, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Otherwise, it won't put anything out other than 1080.
Yeah, because it's all
Yeah.
HDMI is set for is 1080.
Yeah, that's what I'm at is 1080. So
So you have
Wait
to
till
run
they
it.
come out with 8K TVs, man, and you'll have to use HDMI 3.0 because they're basically HDMI is just going up like fucking USB is, right? It used to be USB 1, then USB 2, now you got USB 3, right?
Yeah.
So-
I have USB 3, but I don't have it hooked up.
oh, I use that for my my card reader for downloading my all my videos off my GoPro to my computer, right? And it's pretty quick, you know.
Yeah, I didn't have a reason to hook it up. Everything when I built my PC, it was like the 3.0 was a little bit ahead, so I just never hooked it up. But I could go in there and hook it up.
Yeah. Oh, you'll like it. It's fast.
I should do that. I'd have to pull out my book though. This computer that I built is like, it was 6 years ago. And now it's gotten to the point to where everything is upgraded as far as it can go, other than the processor and the motherboard, you know, where I can add more RAM and all that. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to go about extracting the parts I do have in this one and building something that's a little bit faster and stronger, but still try and keep my graphics card, and then I'll be set back on that end, and I can just upgrade that later on.
Yeah, your graphics card really is your Achilles heel sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I do a lot of 3D stuff, so
The 1080 is still pretty good. So
yeah, it's basic, but it works. You know, it's not ahead of the game, but it's not behind either. So
well, the 2080s, they're maybe 50. I forget what they said, but they're not really much faster than a 1080. So
really.
They just have different cores for the real-time ray tracing.
Okay, that makes sense.
And the DSLL or something they call it. So it has a few more cores to do that stuff.
Yeah, just make things a little speedy, more speedy. Yeah.
All right, guys, I got to get out of here.
And so far, there's like one video
I was
game out there.
gonna take you guys with me, but my phone's on like 15%. So
yeah,
I gotta go do work.
No worries.
All right, I might be back later.
All right, man.
Good deal.
All right.
Talk to you later.
Be safe.
Safety fourth.
Yeah,
Fourth. Man, it went from third to fourth.
I've been saying safety fourth for like 10 years.
Safety
I don't know what
third.
the other three are. Just like fourth seemed to work. I don't know.
It's really safety when it's convenient.
It's like when I feel like it. Safety when I feel like it. Depends on.
I was sitting here running my mouth. I thought of it, and I hadn't realized I was muted.
Oh, were you talking there and we're muted? Don't you hate that? I have done that so many times.
Oh yeah, I think we've all been there.
Or I piss somebody off, they mute me, and I don't know they muted me, and I'm just yapping at them. and then the moment they're like, "I'm so glad Tham shut up." Yeah, that's me.
Just remember, I have control.
I love you. Man, why's my phone blowing up?
Oh, I'm sent you a picture.
Oh. Okay.
Glamour.
Oh wow!
Down in Maine, they can't really demonetize them. They don't ever monetize anyway.
That looks really nice, dude.
Thank you.
those fan lights just set it off.
Yeah.
Processor and then the back exhaust. Yeah, that looks really cool. I like that.
There's two on the front too that light up, but they're not quite as visible. And I didn't think of that when I bought them. And I'm like, oh dang! But you do get a bit of a glow.
Yeah, that looks really cool. That's awesome. That's a nice looking PC there.
Yeah, in 5 years though, it'll be nothing. It'll be like mine. I remember when I built mine. Mine was like, yeah, it's got lights everywhere. The fucking fans all light up. It's fucking got all this airflow. Now, just
5 years later, I hate this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, so far I'm liking it compared to what I was running because I had.
Oh, of course.
10-year-old computers that I was using.
Right.
Yeah. No, that totally makes sense.
So it's a nice upgrade, and hopefully it'll.
Oh yeah, it sounds like you got a good thing going on there because you can upgrade your RAM. You can still do your cards. You can, it's all process based. Motherboard and processor and how much RAM it can hold. That's kind of like your basis of how long it'll last, and all the rest you can just upgrade.
Yeah. Yeah, and I went with one of the better quality motherboards too. So.
What'd you get?
I went with an ASRock Tai Chi Ultimate.
I'm not familiar with them. Minion made it in.
Hey, man.
The Minion.
Howdy.
How you doing, brother? You healing up still? You doing good? How's those ribs?
I'm gonna be right back.
You know, the thing is I'm healing up decent. I have a pretty decent little scar on my rib cage, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm hoping to be on
Ribs
the
are
bike
always the
next week.
longest. You know, ribs when you hurt your ribs, that takes a while to heal.
Yep.
Yeah. But it's not even that. I just don't even know how the fuck I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of, you know,
Well, you just keep moving forward. That's all we can do sometimes, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You just have to be.
Yeah.
Just got to heal up, man. That's me. I know when I fucked up my shoulder, it was like 8 months, man, before I had 100% in it again. It took a long fucking time.
I damaged my back one time. Never had 100% back. I'm still, you know, rest of my life. I just fucked it up. I'm like, okay. I mean, but what do I do? You know, it just okay.
Just keep going on.
Yeah. One
I
step
just got
at
a
a
lot
time.
more shit on my mind, you know.
Yeah, I woke up today feeling like just off. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I was just like off.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It's kind of like I'm not a depressed person. I'm a very happy person, but today I've just been depressed all fucking day for some weird
Me
fucking
too.
reason.
I wonder if they're doing like that chemistry stuff on us. I got to get some aluminum foil and put it on top of my head because I've had a few people today that's like, man, I woke up.
Bro, I hate when that happens. Yeah.
Today I was depressed. Everybody's depressed, man. I'm putting aluminum foil on my hat.
And yeah, I know like all of us are happy-go-lucky type people, which is kind of crazy, you know.
Yeah, I try to be, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, same thing for me today. I woke up as just like, man, I just feel off or just, I don't know, I just down or something. That's weird.
Right.
I've had a few people tell me that today, and I was like, yeah, me too. All day long. Blame the government.
Blame the government for everything.
It's probably Trump's fault somehow.
Yeah, it's gotta be
everything
somebody's
else
fault.
is his fault, so might as well throw that on there too.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
no,
news
it's
media
Hillary
make it
Clinton's
his
fault.
fault. Anyway.
No, it's Hillary Clinton's fault.
Gotta be somebody's. I don't care whose, but I blame them.
They're even trying to say the shit in New Zealand has something to do with Trump. It's like
New Zealand.
I could not believe that because I read that guy's manifesto, and he even stated, like in that manifesto, that he didn't identify as conservative.
And his whole thing was he's trying to cause division and fighting amongst everybody.
Yeah,
and that's what it's doing.
Oh, yeah.
He wanted gun control, and the first thing the prime minister, that wacko bitch, does is, we need gun control. I'm going, no, you need psycho control.
Yeah.
It's usually by letting people have firearms.
Yeah, where
A
do
lot
all these
of
attacks
people with a
happen?
gun-
In gun-free zones.
Yeah.
All of them.
It's fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
If you're worried that you're trying to do something, but you don't know how many people and who exactly has a gun, more likely you're not going to do anything.
Exactly.
How about this? How about we just go back to the 1800s and give everybody a gun and let it sort itself out?
Yeah. Style.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Well,
Welcome back.
let the dum-dums get shot, and then the law-abiding citizens like ourselves continue to have our guns.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, you better back the fuck up.
Yeah, dog. I might have to walk away for a second and grab another beer. We were talking about guns, and then I heard you better back the fuck up. So I'm just going to walk away here for a second.
You hear your round get racked in, be like,
I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, no, I love my dog. He's just fucking nuts.
every 5 minutes forgets you're hurting. Can we play? Can we play? No, get away from me. Don't jump on me.
Well, that's the problem. Is I'm sitting in my backyard right now, staring at the stars and shit, and he's trying to jump up on me. He's already hit me in the damn gonads twice, and it hurt.
Yeah,
that
that
his reaction time's fucked up. It's like, stop. Holy shit.
Anybody want to bring me a 30-pack case of freaking Coors Light?
You'd have a long wait.
Yeah, I'd bring
Literally
some, but
completely
fuck,
across the
it's gonna take
country.
me a long time to get there.
Yeah, that's true.
You want it in a week?
I forgot all y'all are back east and up north.
Well, man, I watched a television show the other night. I guess it was an old movie that had something to do with a swingers club out there in Palm Springs. You ain't part of that, is you?
Ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not.
I was just checking. I mean,
no, you're good.
They were getting pretty rough on there the other night, so I mean, that might not be good to visit them for a while.
Yeah. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna go get this dip out my mouth right quick. It's starting to taste like shit.
I got to the point I couldn't even put any more in my damn mouth. I was like, every time I put it in, it start to retch. I'm going, I can't do this no more.
So who's drinking tonight?
I am.
What are you drinking?
Caesars.
Ooh.
And nothing but Caesars.
Nothing but Caesars tonight. All right, you'll be going to sleep early tonight then.
Oh, no.
No, well, depends if you're doing double shots or single shots, I guess.
I'm not drinking them as fast as I was the other
okay.
The other time.
you're making them laugh this time.
I'm stretching them out. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, because those things can catch up to you fast. The only thing I don't like about drinking Caesars all night, they kind of dehydrate me over time because all the salt, right? So
yeah.
So I don't like drinking them too much. And if I do, it's like one or two. And I'd rather do it with a meal and then switch back to beer. Prairie, you're not drinking?
Nope.
Okay.
Much no more.
I'm going to try this dragon's milk. I'm going to suck the dragon dry.
Take a picture of it, put it on Instagram. I want to see what it looks like after you pour it in your glass. If you pour it out.
I don't have a glass on me.
Oh, dude, pour it in a glass, man. Even if it's in a bottle, pour it in a glass. And
let me go grab a cup, and I'll take a picture of it here.
Because I'm kind of curious if it's a blonde or a fucking Brock or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to try it.
But you pour it in a glass, you can get the smell, the full aroma of the beer, right?
Let me go grab it.
Well, it's like wine, you know. You got to smell that aroma and shit. Like, you're not going to stuff your nose into a fucking wine bottle. Go, oh, yeah, it smells good. Let's pour some of that. You only do that if you're a redneck, right?
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Take it easy.
You resemble it or you resent it?
I resemble that remark. So take it easy on those rednecks now.
Yeah, take it easy.
Hey, man, it's the same with the beers. Either you pour it in a glass or you stuff it in your nose and give it a sniff, right? You just get more aroma when you pour it into a glass. If it's a beer you haven't tried before and you really want to taste it and experience it, pour it in a glass.
Yep.
How about this? You just don't worry about it and just go full out ham and fucking just drink it.
Yeah, well, that's if you're drinking Budweiser. Fuck.
Just shotgun it all.
Yeah. Pabst 42. Yeehaw.
Now, there's two things you don't mess with about or talk shit about on redneck shit is Budweiser and NASCAR.
Well, NASCAR I won't talk shit about because I'm guilty. I watch it all the time, right? I'm probably missing the F1 race right now. In fact, I know I'm missing the F1 race right now over in Australia. It's the opening weekend of the fucking Formula One race tonight. So,
oh, it's a dark beer.
Is it a dark beer?
Yeah, it is a dark beer. I'm not sure if this is the right glass, but it's one of those little like thin tall boy glasses for beer.
Hey man, as long as it holds the whole beer, that's all that matters.
Yeah, it held the whole beer. Let me take it. Yeah, it's dark. Let me turn a light on and see if I can get a photo or something.
Because, yeah, I pour all mine into like a Guinness fucking glass, right? Actually, I got a few different glasses, but I like the Guinness because if it's a beer I haven't tried before, it's got that bowl like at the top, and you can really smell the aroma off the beer.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm drinking these beers from the UK right now, and they're called Witchwood Brewery. And I just had a 4% blonde, number 4 blonde, it's called, and it tasted just like an IPA, pretty much, just over hoppy IPA. It's just like, oh, that's disgusting. And it was a 4-pack that I bought. That each one was a different flavor, so that one's empty, so I got to grab another one now. So give the next flavor a try.
Mrs. Peach said Road Rash is the beer expert.
Well, I guess I'm going to be alone this year at SCMM because nobody's going to be able to make it.
I wouldn't call myself a beer expert. It's just that
you're a
connoisseur.
Yeah. That would be more because that's all I used to drink was just Budweiser and fucking Molson Canadian, which is basically the Canadian version of Budweiser. And then, Pabst and extra old stock. Yeah, Budweiser. And then extra old stock, which is a Canadian beer, which is like 5.56%. I used to drink that shit all the time, daily, man. I'd buy a 6-pack a night of that shit all the time. And I just got sick of just drinking the domestic crap because each batch you would never know. Sometimes you'd get a beer that didn't taste like the last beers you had. It was more like a syrup kind of flavor and stuff like that and texture. It's like, oh, it's disgusting. So,
well, there, I sent you a picture of it.
Yeah, so I got that.
It's really dark. Let's see here what it smells like. Oh, it smells like almost smells like orange rind and something.
Oh, really?
It smells like shot.
Kind of weird. It smells like shit. Yeah, kind of that too. Yeah, it's weird. Okay, let's give it a taste.
Oh yeah, that's really dark, eh?
Oh, well, that's kind of weird.
Nice pour though, man. You got no head on that. That's fucking sweet. That's the perfect pour.
Yeah, it's not real bubbly as a beer, and I just
looks kind of stoutish.
It does not taste as dark as it looks at all.
Really, eh?
Yeah, this is actually not that bad for a dark beer.
So it's like Amberbock. It looks dark, but it doesn't taste like that.
Yeah, it's quite dark. It's a really dark looking beer from what I can see.
I can taste the orange in it. The chocolate is kind of a backwards hint. It's kind of an aftertaste.
Okay, it's yeah. So it's a stout then, man.
Yeah, it's a
stout. I want to try that. It's like, fuck, you might have to send me a bottle of that to try.
Okay, I could do that. If it make it, I can do that.
Yeah, that's fucking. I might want to
It's
try.
11% alcohol by volume. So
yeah, I want a bottle of that. Fuck.
Never want a bottle for me a case.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a little, 12-ounce bottle, But it was like almost $20 for like 4 bottles. It was expensive.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's some of them beers you're gonna pay a bit of money, like.
But yeah,
between the 4 bottles, you got like 1 bottle of liquor shared between them all. So,
but yeah, it does not taste like it looks. I'm actually pleasantly surprised compared to my last dark beer I bought. There's a review thing on my mail stuff. Okay, cool. That's not too bad for what it is. That's not bad at all. I like it.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of the one that I just poured.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of the male dragon they took it from in a little while.
You're not that good at Photoshop. Maybe you are. I don't know.
But I know somebody that's sitting out there in the audience that is watching that I guarantee you she is.
Yeah, Miss Peaches.
Peaches, you got for my permission to mean the hell out of him.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh yeah. You're much lighter than me. What's that, like an amber? Nice.
Yeah.
Rich amber.
Yeah, it's a little darker than a blonde, that's for sure.
It's a pale ale, so it's an IPA.
Yeah, it's a golden pale ale is what it's called. An organic golden pale ale. That's actually not too bad.
Y'all talking about beer?
Huh?
Y'all talking about beer and ales? I opened my Facebook and the first Liquid Death Mountain Water. Proudly not for everyone.
Okay. Wow, Google's on top of this shit, man. They follow everybody.
It's listening to us, man.
Yeah, they probably are. I'm sure there's some guy sitting at his desk listening in going, okay, I'm going to run some ads.
On these fuckers in social media, yep.
Yeah.
We don't get beer ads up here in Canada, though, so.
No.
Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not what I was expecting for this dark of a beer.
Yeah, it throws you off, eh?
Yeah, it does a little bit. I mean, it's still dark. It's still rich. You can still tell it's 11%, but it's
on
not,
Instagram, yeah.
it's not bitter. It doesn't have that bitterness. So
yeah, the IPA fucking bitterness.
Yeah, IPAs have that bitterness at the end, the after.
Yeah.
You know, but this doesn't really have it. That's kind of good. I'm surprised. I'm happy too because the fucking shit was expensive.
Yeah, when you're paying that much, no doubt.
Yeah, that'd be good.
It's almost like an import beer up here.
But it's still one of those sipping beers. It's not one where you just be like, I'm going to drink a 12-pack tonight. No, it's not.
Yeah, it's one of those I'm going to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's pretty good. I'm surprised. Okay.
Yeah, well, that brand, like I said, I bought a 4-pack of those, and each one is different. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a hard time finding like local breweries, like the what they call them, small batch breweries.
Microbrewery.
Yeah. When I was in Kentucky or in Minnesota, all these micro beers, all this stuff, you just be like, I wonder what this is. I wonder what this is. But here in Texas, it's like very few.
Yeah, no, here's the same thing. We got tons of microbreweries, but the problem is they all their beers taste the fucking same, and it's just a harsh IPA, bitter IPA. It's just like, fuck, I don't want to drink this, man. Why do you guys' beer all taste the fucking same?
Because they all got it from the same recipe.
Yeah, pretty much.
And didn't change it, for their own or something. Who knows?
Yeah, they just put a different name on it. It all pretty much tastes the same.
Yeah, the same recipe, basically. Yeah. IPA.
That's why I like drinking the European stuff, because they've been making that recipe and it's been getting perfected over the fucking hundreds of years that they've been making it, right? So.
Right. Yeah, beers can be an acquired taste.
Sometimes. It is an acquired taste, as I find, and there's so many beers that I would love to try from Europe, but we can't get them in Canada. We just get a lot of blondes and wheat beer, right? And it's just like, man, give me some dark beers, give me some Brocks and shit like that. I want to try that stuff and see what it tastes like. I see pictures of it on the internet, on Instagram and stuff like that, because I follow a lot of different beer companies and whatnot, and I see them and I'm like, oh man, I'd love to try that. Oh man, I just, I wish I could get it. They sell the other version of it here, but they don't sell that version of it here, and I can't get that version of it here unless I buy a shit ton of it, right? So.
Yeah, when I bought these, there was a little like 26-ounce single bottle next to them. And it was like over $20 just for that one little bottle. And I was like, okay, I'm going to pass on this one. I'll just buy these for the $20 and I get 4.
Yeah, exactly.
But some of them, they can get expensive, man.
Yeah, it sounds like they really mark up your guys' beer down there.
They do. They always do. Yeah, on average, just like say just a 12-pack of Budweiser here is like $14 to $16
for a 12-pack.
Yep, for a 12-pack.
Okay, that's what we'd pay for our 6-packs. Would be about $12 for 12 to $14 for a 6-pack here for a Budweiser.
Okay, but Okay, so it's not really much difference, but y'all, I don't know what the currency exchange is, what that difference is.
Well, the thing is if you're buying a 12-pack for that kind of money, I'm buying half of that for that kind of money, right? So
I hate you.
You hate me. I hate you. You can get 12 for that kind of money. I can only get 6.
Oh, okay. I had it backwards. I love
Yeah. It's the other way around, man.
All I know is I spent fucking $18 on 4 beers. I'm pissed off.
Shit, there's a beer that you buy a 6-pack of that we get from Belgium. It's called Leffe. It's like $16 for a 6-pack.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that's just the 300 mil. You're basically your small bottle, right?
What's the like APV? What's the alcohol volume, and is it good?
Actually, it's quite high. That's why it's expensive. I think it's 8.4% each.
8.4.
Yeah, it's been a while since I bought those.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you better get your money's worth.
Yeah.
I just know that one I did on my mail call. It was that Whoop Stout. It was like almost syrup. I mean, it was so thick. I was just like, oh, too thick, too much. I like dark beers, but it was like really thick.
Liquid Death.
Liquid stomach ache at the least, you know.
Makes my stomach hurt just to hear y'all talk about it.
All right. Order her a Bud Light.
Okay, so 16 fluid ounces is 500 mil. Okay.
Now just send us some Crown Royal from up there in Canada.
Oil's good. Anybody ever drink a duck fart?
Duck fart.
Yeah. It's where it's a shot glass. The bottom half is Kahlua. Above that, the other half is Irish cream.
Oh, okay, yeah.
A very thin layer of Crown Royal right on top. So it's a 3-layer shot.
Yeah, I can make that real easy.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, butt sucks. We had that at SCMM last year.
When it comes to shooters, yeah, I'm the master. Well, I wouldn't say I'm the master, but I sure fucking like making my shooters.
There you go. Yeah. I like shooters. If they're good, you know. Some of them get to me, though. It's like, whoa, what was that?
Oh, I got one that you would love, man. I call it Butterscotch Ripple, and it's so tasty.
Oh, I feel like I've heard of that, but never tried one.
Yeah, no, you got to take Bailey's vanilla flavored liqueur. Yeah. Put that in the bottom, and then you float this Vincent Van Gogh salted caramel on top of it.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, we get it here in Canada. You may not get it there in the States. Yeah. And you float that on top of it, so it's a 2-part shooter, and you slam that back, and it tastes just like butterscotch Ripple ice cream. You've ever had that?
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's tasty.
That does sound good.
I have it in my Instagram photo pics.
I'll have to look for it.
Yeah, it was so good. I want to buy a 2.6 of it one day. Of that salted caramel. It's so tasty. And it's vodka. It's a salted caramel flavored vodka.
Oh, right? Okay.
And it's a liqueur vodka, of course. It's not a full 40% or 80 or whatnot, right?
Yeah, you're right. But it's like the liqueur version where it's 30% or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, it's not a bad beer. I drank half of it already.
Yeah, I'm about halfway through the Scarecrow myself. The Liquid Death, I'd like to see what the alcohol percentage is on that beer. It doesn't show it on the can here.
Oh, yeah.
It just says it's from the waters from the Austrian Alps.
They do that here sometimes. They don't tell you the alcohol percent. You just kind of guess. I'm like, is this even alcohol? You give me chemicals like China.
Yeah. The alcohol percent's on the beer. Sometimes you just have to search for it and find it. You know. like these triple caramelettes, it's really hard to find the actual percentage, but once you do, it's like, oh, there it is. It's like 5.4 or 8.4%, 8.4%. There it is. Oh, my buddy Ken is finally here. Got some of that weed showing up.
No.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Speaking of, oh yeah, we still live? Never mind.
We are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just saying, that's cool. Wish it was legal here. It's a funny thing with dope, with weed. It's just like, you get drunk, you do some stupid crap, but you smoke a little pot. What do? You sit back, you watch TV and eat.
You watch movies and eat munchies, man.
Yeah, you eat munchies and sit back and just like cool. So
I can tell you, I can vouch for that because every stupid thing that I've ever done in my life, and even the first time I ever tried fucking snorting a line of cocaine, I was drinking beer.
Yeah, it's always the alcohol that makes you do the crazy shit.
Yeah, it's not the weed.
It's just
like a gateway drug. No, it's not, motherfucker. Alcohol is, man.
Gateway drug.
Fuck. Yeah.
Alcohol should be a higher scheduled substance in the United States than marijuana, in my opinion.
It should be everywhere, man, because it's you do the stupidest shit on that stuff.
Oh, I'm an asshole when I drink. Look at
and the younger you are, the more stupider you are, the drunker you get, right?
Right.
Once you get old and shit, you don't want to go and do stupid shit. You just want to sit at home and drink and pass out and go to bed because you got to get up and go to work the next day.
But the thing with marijuana too is you can only get so high. Like you could have the best weed in the world and smoke the hell out of it, but you really only kind of get so high. And
you only get so high because eventually your body gets immune to it, and then all of a sudden, you do fat joint. Like I'm not even stoned anymore.
Yeah, there is the tolerance, but that's the same thing with any drug. Yeah. Everybody builds a tolerance if they do it enough.
Yeah.
That's why alcoholics' livers fall out of their asshole.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because they just build that tolerance and they need more and more and more and more to get that whatever it is that's given to you.
Oh, I know a few people, they can sit there and suck back 15 beers like it's water.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I've never been that strong.
Yeah, same here. It's like I would
Daryl's brother, we watched him down a 24 case of beer in 2 hours.
That's crazy.
Was it Coors Light though?
Was it Bud Light?
Yeah, was it a light beer or just your typical butt geyser?
Was that ice?
The genuine draft.
Natural ice, I think that's what it was.
Alka-Seltzer water with a beer taste. That's about what it is.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, I heard that. I was like, who's drinking beer and burping? Then I looked up and I seen it was 2 ATVs. What the hell?
Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Giving us gas just thinking about it.
Hey, it was on you earlier.
Yeah, I'm not that gassy from drinking beer yet. So this one here is an organic beer. It says on it too, right? 4.7 organic.
What makes it organic beer? What they like? Everything's just grown organically that goes in it. I guess.
I'm guessing. So there's no pesticides and chemicals, right? Like, they really need to stop putting pesticide and chemicals on our food, anyways, and not call it organic. Just fucking
damn truth. I mean, it's a little overboard. Yeah.
Well, it's because the fucking chemical fucking industry needs to survive. That's why fucking it took so long for marijuana to fucking come into play.
Yeah, same thing, and that relates to like the drug industry.
Well, yeah, and also the oil industry, because what hemp can do, you have to use oil for all these fucking acrylic products and shit like that.
Yes, I'm a plastic specialist. I have a degree in plastic injection molding, so I know all about plastics and the oils.
Yeah. So you know exactly
stuff.
The industry behind it, man.
Oh yeah, I know, because we would make plastics that we used for to make permanent, I guess, medical molding. You know, I would make permanent hip plants, and they were through plastic injection, and they were expensive to make because you had to make the mold, and then after you made the mold, you had to take all these angles and run them through and measure and all this stuff, and to make, like, you know, a plastic type of implant. It was like a lot of work, and some of that stuff would cost $800 a pound, and we would lose 75% out of that pound to make one implant. So yeah, it can get really expensive, and that's why all that stuff. I made things from like pacemakers to penis implants where you pump your nut up so you can get an erection. I made all that shit along with the surgical tools and stuff and all that.
Wait, was that a crate of vibrators, or
No, it was a pallet of vibrators. Thank you. I'm not going small scale. I don't fuck a crate. I need a pallet.
I sure hope you don't fuck a crate.
Okay, I'm gonna hop off here. No, I'm just... Man, this beer is strong.
what kind is it?
I'm sucking the dragon, baby.
Oh my god.
Yeah, sucking it dry. Off of 12 ounces. It's a lot of dragon stuff. It's actually pretty strong. I think what's hurting me is I had a Mike's Tangerine and then 2 Bud Light Platinums, and now I'm on my strong beer.
Like, you had a fruit acid before.
I think I'm just kind of getting really buzzed. I think that's the issue.
That 11% is going to kick you in the head, because I know I can drink 16% and then I'm fucking done. This is like a night.
Yeah, I had some lighter stuff that was kind of normal, and I've drank about a little more than half of this one. And I'm
you better slow the fuck down, because it's going to creep up on you, and you're going to be.
I'm like, wow, man.
You'll be like me last week.
Yeah, it's going to creep up on you, so I suggest you slow down.
Have your son waking you up halfway through the conversation, telling you to go to bed.
Damn. Dad, what? It was like it was Captain Redbeard and myself, and we had ended the stream, and I was basically doing the nod in my chair, and I can hear him calling Road Rash, Road Rash, Road Rash. And I'm like, what? He's like, okay, man, you should go to bed. I'm going to bed. I was like, okay, dude, see you, man. Just turn it off. What the bed is?
I think you were still live streaming though when I did that.
No, you may have been. I may have been. Yeah.
I don't know. I think I muted my mic and I put my head down on my desk, and next thing you know, I remember Tham coming on and Stevie TV coming on, and that was it.
Oh, okay.
Wow, your live streams are just like mine too. I'm like, what happened? Well, I know I was talking to somebody. I hope I didn't piss them off too much. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that beer snuck up on me like.
Actually, I've kind of learned, the ropes. As long as it's not Bino or Rhino or what's his name. I pissed him off one time, and then Holler I pissed off one time, and it's because I was drinking. I was just blah 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 blah. He's like, "Shut the fuck up!" I'm like, oh, why you mute me? You just tell me shut up. It was I'll shut up. God bless him. The funny thing is, though, it's like I didn't realize it. I was just like, I still love you. Wow, everybody went silent. So I really have drank.
Let's see how long it takes him to realize he's muted. I muted Tham's by accident. I done it for a funny now. That's it doesn't matter with him. I done it just playing around. Let's see how long. I was hovering over his name, and the pop up come up. Sam's, come back. I was teasing. It was an accident. No, he's. I hope he can. I was just trying to figure out how people mute people. I was
found out
everything. I found it out.
He's
the only one.
Have I been sitting here talking and y'all muted me?
No, I never muted anybody. I muted myself because I was talking to my buddy.
I told him.
I've been sitting here trying to tell you that I'm not doing it. I just seeing if I could do it.
Been sitting here just running my mouth and didn't even realize I wasn't talking to nobody. God damn. I love you guys.
Yeah, but you know what? I can do this too, right? Like, there's this thing called this volume tab, and I can just bring your volume right down, and then so you can run your mouth all you want. And there's no mute button. And
that's kind of fun. Oh man, I done fucked up, didn't I?
Yeah, this volume tab things. It's a pretty cool little feature.
I ran my mouth. Shit. Fuck dragon.
We just teasing with you since you.
No,
tease you a little bit.
No, it's fine.
It's all right, man.
Y'all are really good friends, honestly. Y'all just, I appreciate the smiles, so I appreciate you as friends, and all of you are just a good family, really good online family.
No worries, Slams. But with beer, it comes in one end, has to go out the other. You don't buy it, you rent it. So
rent it.
Yep.
I'll be back in a bit.
There you go. So how long was I muted?
For about 2-3 minutes.
Really? That long? I thought it was like 20 seconds or something. Wow, I was just running my ass. I was just blah, 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 blah. And the funny thing is that sometimes I like last time I was muted because I was just running my mouth. I actually thought people were answering me. And I just kept running with it. I'm like, hey, I'm part of the conversation. Yay. I'm so stupid.
I'll admit, I was just messing with you, Thams. I didn't do it. I didn't do it for meanness.
I don't care. I really don't care. That's actually, I respect that. If I ever do get out of control, y'all just kick me. I'll be like, oh man, they kicked me. Shit, I fucked up.
Well, last year we were on someone's stream. I think it was Leaky, and he walked away from his computer. I think. And everybody was like, hey, everybody leave the stream because he was still live.
No, that was me.
Left, and he came back.
Was me that you guys did that too.
Where'd everybody go?
That was me. That was my stream.
That was funny.
Oh, that was
Prairie. Come back.
Prairie's chat.
Okay. Prairie. Okay, that's what it was.
That's so funny.
Prairie was like, where'd everybody go?
Bunch of bastards.
Fist in the air, yelling at the world. No.
It was so funny because he came and just sat there for a minute and stared. He was like, where'd everybody go?
Yeah, I didn't know what to do.
Did something go wrong?
I'm like, fuck, are they coming back? Should I just shut the stream off?
No, we just did it on purpose. We just was everybody laughing while he went out and smoked.
You guys are
so mean.
That's so funny though. It's just that's family. I mean, honestly,
that's family.
It's like, yeah, what's up, brother? Fuck you. Let's watch his face. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, that was funny. He was like just looking around, and all of a sudden he said, "Where'd everybody go?"
That's great.
Like fucking Eeyore. Winnie the Pooh. Where did they go? Just fucking clueless. I had no idea what was going on.
That's funny.
Actually, it was Bino was the one that said to leave. That's who it was.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. I'm not, yeah. I swear I haven't smiled this much in a long time. Thanks, guys. Like my cheeks hurt, I'm laughing too much. Because I just don't do it normally.
Which cheeks? Because I think you might be
Shut
laughing wrong.
up. God damn, we've gone from dragon to cheeks and shit, man. I'm fucking straight, okay?
Are we still live?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, we are.
Yes, we are.
Oops.
There's still 6 people watching. Wow.
Okay. Well, at least everybody knows I'm straight.
Donkey Shack.
Yeah, I think I will
Got
send
me,
you these, Road. I'm gonna send you one.
I just got me a bag of some illegally obtained legal stank. Yeah.
That's so controversial. Illegally obtained legal.
I
Wow,
got
what is up
CBD
with
today.
that, man? That's just
Oh, that's some stank too, man. Wow.
congratulations.
It's not too hairy. We'll do a snap test like Tipsy Tripping does. See if you guys can hear this.
Yeah, they break it. Okay.
Yeah, just listen. Okay, everyone, shut up for a second.
Okay. I heard it.
You heard it. Okay.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, snap.
Sounded a little dry.
It is. It's not too bad in the center, but it is a little dry. It'll dry out pretty quick.
Was
That's
that a
what I hate.
stem in the middle? I heard.
Yeah, it's just a bottom bud, not a top bud. These are all bottom buds.
Wow, that's awesome. I've actually broken enough bud in my lifetime. I could analyze that. That's great.
Oh, time to twist one up and do a tipsy tripping and go outside and pass along like Anthony does.
There you go.
Because it's just something about smoking weed in the wintertime for me. It's like, I don't like the hot smoke and the cold air at the same time. My body's like, nope.
Yeah.
I just start choking.
Yeah, in Minnesota, I was like that. If I ever smoked pot, I hated to go outside to smoke pot. And I just,
Yeah.
But the one good thing of it is I would get more stoned than I realized. And when I went back inside, I'd be like, wow, I actually caught a buzz.
Yeah, you got a good buzz going on.
Yeah, but you don't realize it when you're in the cold sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'd rather smoke outside in the summer. It doesn't bother me. But as soon as it gets fucking frigid, that's it, man. I'm just passing along.
Yeah, exactly.
And the mucus is coming out of my lungs.
Yeah. You're draining, basically.
Yeah. Oh, I'm hearing a train. He's got the train going in the
Yeah, I
background.
can hear that. I heard it. I heard
Yeah,
that.
I live pretty close to the tracks.
Oh, prairie. Out in Alberta there.
Saskatchewan.
Oh, sorry. Saskabush.
Same difference.
Man, I went to Yorkton, Saskatchewan one time just because I wanted to get a piece of ass. I'm going to tell this story here all on YouTube. So
Yeah.
I took the Greyhound from BC, where I live in BC, and took it all the way out to Saskabush there, Saskatchewan, just to get a piece of tail. Spent about a week out there. And Yorkton, you guys won't know this, but Regina is the capital of the city, and it's the province, the capital of the province, which is basically on the number one highway. That is our coast-to-coast highway here.
Okay.
So I had to take the Greyhound home, and so I go to the Greyhound station and get my ticket to head home back to BC. And instead of sending me south to the number one to back to Regina to hook me up to get home to Vancouver, they decided to send me north to Saskatoon. You guys won't understand this, but Prairie Boy will, like Saskatoon is fucking way up in fucking the upper part of the province. And then they sent me, I had to sit there in Saskatoon for like 2 hours for the next bus to get me back to Alberta before I can get to the bus that'll fucking get me to Vancouver. And I was just like, really? You sent me on a shit show fucking ride when you could have just sent me to fucking Regina and it would have been a lot quicker for me. But no, thanks for adding an extra 20 hours to my fucking trip, you fucking idiots. Like,
well, it give you time to savor that piece you got one after.
Yeah, well, that's the first thing I did as soon as I got to Saskatoon and I knew I had that layover. I fucking went across the street, out on the street there, rolled me a couple fucking joints and smoked those. And
there you go.
It's like, fuck, now what else am I going to do? You know, this is before anybody had smartphones and shit like that. So there's no such thing as smartphones and stuff, man. This is, you know, the cellular, the
still on the
self. You were just we just still had those old school Nokia phones. Pay as you go was just coming out and whatnot, right? So there was no such thing as a smartphone. Even flip phones weren't even invented yet by that time, or they were just starting to come out. Flip phones, right? Yeah.
What year?
When was that? 99. So yeah, Motorola would have been coming out with flip phones at that time.
Yeah, they were just transitioning there.
Yeah, exactly. They had that old school flip phone. This is but during the Nokia age of the phones, the black and white screens and whatnot. There was no texting. There was no internet. Like,
gosh, my LED screens, man.
No, they were dot matrix screens, and you could pull
dot matrix. That's what it is.
Yeah, and you could pull the cover off your phone and change the colors, like on the front of those old Nokias. It looked like a miniature brick phone, like the old Motorola brick phone.
They're coming back out with those.
I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the Nokias.
Yeah, it's a hilarious phone, but that was a popular phone. Everybody had one at the time, man. If you weren't cool, if you didn't have a Nokia, man. You know.
You just not cool. Sorry, dude. You gotta go. You ain't got Nokia. Really?
That's how I was feeling like a couple of years ago because I still had a BlackBerry.
I never had a BlackBerry. You know, my phone right now, I'm running a Galaxy Note 4. It's like they're up to Note 9. My phone right now is like still old as hell.
I had a Note 3, and then I finally swapped over to the Note 7.
I had a Note 3, and I went to the Note 4, and I just stuck on it. I mean, it still works. So
I still got mine in the closet.
You know, no reason to fix something that ain't broken. It still works, so I keep it. And it's not slow.
I've never had.
I like the Note 8.
Would you say 2 ATVs?
I had a Note 3 and this phone I ever had. Although I do like the Sony Xperia ATC, I think it is. I'd like to get in.
That sounds fancy.
It looks like it's a really good phone.
It looks fancy too. It's got a fancy price tag.
$250.
The Note 8's $1,000 still.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow. Yeah, I can't spend that. I'd rather put that money into a personal like desktop.
It's like $20 a month.
You know, for the phone, all I do on my phone is
hookers
up with stuff, but I don't. You know, it's not that big of a process. $1,000 on a phone, give me a break. That's just me, though. I guess. You know.
No, what they want you to do is they want you to pay half of it off and then trade it in and get another one. Then they sell that one as refurbished.
Twice as much because you, yeah, they do it that way for sure, Red. They definitely do it that way. Well, shit, I drank that whole fucking beer, and it was a dark beer. I'm surprised. I got 4. Let's get another one.
Send me one.
let's really mess up. Let's really screw Rhodes' channel. Let's have Tham and get another.
Tham,
I'm kind of buzzed.
all you got to do is there's a great big old warehouse right north of Dallas. There, you can go up there and pick up any phone you want.
Oh yeah.
You get cards. I picked up a whole damn truckload of them out of there.
My grandfather stole an 18-wheeler full of Budweiser one time.
Awesome.
He was a driver for him, and they wasn't paying him enough, so he parked it at a gas station. And his buddies come and picked it up. They took it to a back road, took all the beer out, and he sold it in his grocery store.
Well, the company I used to work for, they had 3 loads of Clorox bleach that got missing. Come to find out, it was a damn one of the drivers that had a dedicated account with his truck. What he was supposed to have been running that weekend, and dumbass didn't even try to unhook his damn satellite system truck. It was an inside job. But
so, how much does a hot load of bleach go for?
I don't know on the black market. I guess that they used it for cutting meth or cutting some kind of dope with. So.
Oh yeah. So.
Because Clorox bleach. I mean, so they use
fucking drugs that have all these shit in it these days are just like, wow. You know, back in the day, we thought hash was like really cool. It's like, you know, it's like they're just fucking chemicals, man. Just chemicals.
Tune in today and find out how to turn $200 and some odd worth of chemicals into $3,000 worth of product.
I mean, it's just messed up, man. That's not what drugs used to be when I was younger. It was all just natural shit that was, well, maybe it wasn't. I don't know.
Hell, you thought you was doing good if you just got a codeine tag. Doctor to give you a prescription of codeine.
I got a Quaalude, brother. I'm doing good. You know,
I know.
It's just what the fuck.
When I worked for a different company, we used to haul cigarettes, and if we stopped for any reason, we had to call and say we were stopped here, and they'd actually send the RCMP out to watch the truck while we were sitting there sleeping if we had to take a nap. Yep.
Yeah.
Like one load, 53-foot trailer load of cigarettes was like $3 or $4 million worth of.
Why did they do that, you think?
Well, back when I guess the highest price I had 55 gallons drums, a whole truckload of 55-gallon drums of that Chanel. It used to be the big name perfume.
Yeah, number 5.
But it had, but I had to have, since it was packaged in 55-gallon drums, I had to stop every 100 miles to check the tires and all that stuff. Well, come to find out, they were aggravating the hell out of me on that damn Qualcomm. Why are you stopped? Well, because of these fucking placards that's on this damn trailer. I mean, they followed me good, and then another time I picked up a load of government computers down in North Carolina. In order for me to sign the bills, I had to fill out basically a job application.
Wow.
I mean,
birth certificate and all that.
I mean, this damn thing was about 10 pages long. You had to fill out before they'd even let me pick the damn load up. And then my dispatcher didn't tell me I had the fuel before I went in there. So, I mean, so I loaded, and made my student get out the truck that I had with me. He had to go in there and fill out the same damn paperwork. And, well, I was taking it to Atlanta, Georgia, the west side of Atlanta, Georgia. And I get over there. I mean, I stopped and fueled. And while I was underneath that canopy at the truck stop, they couldn't see to find the damn truck. When I pulled out, that damn Qualcomm went off. And it kept going off and kept going off. What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I said, don't worry about it. I had to stop.
Don't worry about it.
Fuel the truck. Then I to the place I was supposed to drop this off. What I was doing is I picked it up for another and it was kind of like you would who you work for, their truck man on fire. You know, you got places that unload one truck and the other truck because of, you know, trying to cross dock it. And I get to this damn place, and they forgot. They didn't tell me a damn. It was going to take it that the place didn't open up for 3 damn hours after I was supposed to arrive.
That's
sitting out there in the damn parking lot, sitting out there in that one parking lot, knowing damn well that what I got now would be the perfect fucking time to knock me in the head, you know, because after all this stuff, I mean, I got it, you know, by having to sit there with them damn government computers on the back of my truck.
Sometimes though, with delivery, that's the way it works. You fucking sit there and wait, you know.
Yep.
I mean, but I mean, NASA or some damn where, but computers for NASA, which I did pick up a load. The big old circuit breakers that the National Weather Service uses, and I went to the thing, and they had the prices on these damn circuit breakers. I mean, I didn't have 10 circuit breakers on the truck, but they were I think I had like $13 million in the back of that friggin' truck.
That's crazy.
And that was the short load I took home for the weekend. I said, God damn. I mean, they didn't tell me it was valuable till I got home, and I looked over the bills a little bit more, and damn, $13 million, and I got to sit here and babysit this bastard all weekend.
Yeah, we gonna sit this one at the gas station this weekend.
What the fuck was I hauling? That's funny.
We hauled a load of generators after one of the hurricanes or something like that, and Alabama, or no, it was AT&T that sent them out. And you know, these are pretty hot right now, so you're gonna have to sleep with one eye open, make sure nobody gets them. There's 10 generators on a flatbed truck. You know, they're the 2-axle or the double axle pull behinds. And first off, if you can pick that whole thing up off the trailer by hand, I'm not stopping you. You could just go ahead and have it.
Well, I had a safety guy a terminal manager come out one day. I was sitting there fueling up my truck at the terminal, and the guy come out there, and he seen I didn't have a padlock or a seal on the back of my trailer, and he went friggin' ballistic. I mean, well, you know, you're supposed to seal this load up, and it's supposed to be, you know, have the seals on it, and all this stuff. I said, boss man, I said, I got 8 rolls of friggin' paper on this son of a bitch, and this is maxed out. And then if they can pick one of these damn rolls of paper off the back of this damn truck, they can have it, the truck, the trailer, and all friggin' ass out of here. I mean, them damn rolls was about shit. What was it? 8 rolls. Anyway, them bastards, they wasn't nobody gonna take them bastards off that truck. But he made me put my padlock on it and put a seal on the back of it. So
you know how those safety people are.
Fuck safety.
You're gonna spend more time doing the safety shit than you are. You're going to end up fucking up worrying about the safety shit.
Crap tonight, where everybody's like, "What was it? What was the saying? Safety third, fourth. Yeah, I got the fourth. So
no, it's
third. I'm just being stupid. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's like fuck that. Safety fourth. Started out at second or something.
Well, I went to a job site. I had a load of pipe on my truck, and it was was already welded together and all this stuff, ready to go on a job. It was going to a construction job site. And the safety guy, the guys come out there to unload my truck, and safety guy come out there. There wasn't no way of really hooking it up on the trailer. Well, when you're standing on the trailer, there was no way of tying yourself off. So
yeah.
he went and made them get a damn step ladder and all this stuff. I said, well, they turned their back, while their workers went to get the step ladders and everything he was going to require. Choked that pipe off that damn guy on the crane. He lifted it off the damn truck, and I drove out from under it and said, "Have a good day."
Have a nice day.
I mean, what was that damn safety guy going to do to me? I mean, I reckon he could have got me, but
some people can be very over the top,
I mean, I understand OSHA and all that shit, but
yeah,
there was no way of getting this stuff off of my trailer, and it was actually putting people more in danger with strapped to that trailer than for me than me standing on top of it, around it, and me jumping off the damn trailer and getting the hell out of the way.
Yeah, sometimes there's a fine line between common sense and their safety standards. There can be, there's some conflict there. Sometimes it's like, no, we're doing it this way, but no, you're not supposed to do it that way. It can get ridiculous depending on where you're at and what you're doing. Sometimes.
Just whatever you do, don't strap yourself to a car. No, we had a dude do that. He strapped himself to a car working on a roof.
What?
Yeah, you gotta strap yourself to the safety strap.
I lost everything when you said strap yourself to a car while I'm working on the roof. I just totally got lost there. I'm not sure exactly how that works.
You're so far off the ground, you got to have a safety strap.
Well, yeah. So you're using the car as a weight.
Yeah.
For your counter,
Yeah.
thing
across the top of the house.
Yeah, going the other way, and you got your back.
Yeah.
That's
well, his wife jumped in the car and off.
So here comes this guy flying over the top of the roof.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I see.
Well, did he have a bundle of shingles strapped to?
I don't know. I'm never doing that shit again.
Hey, I'm coming down, guys. I'm coming down. Oh shit, I'm going up. And boom, he flies off 2 stories high in the air to hit the ground because somebody took off in the car. Yeah, he was grounded too. That's funny.
I mean, I know.
Hello?
Was he able to unhook himself before he got drug off the top? Or
yeah. She didn't take off flying out of the driveway, but he started pulling him up the roof. No.
That's kind of oblivious. How can you not see some ropes tied to your trailer hitch, a bumper, or anything to where you go get in your car and you're like, I wonder what this rope is going over my roof tied to my car. Oh, fuck it. I'm going to the store. I need beer.
Hey, knowing her, she probably did it on purpose.
No.
That almost sounds like a vacation or something. Where they strapped the dog on the back of the back bumper of the car and forgot the dog.
What was that movie? Bernie. Where the guy's dead and they just strap him everywhere.
That was National Lampoon's Vacation too, I think.
Oh yeah, they had the grandma upstairs. Yeah, on top of the wagon.
Yeah, on the top of the station wagon.
Yeah. That was a good one. All right, so I guess I go grab another one of these strong ass beers, being I got 4 of them, and then I'll come back and run the channel.
You won't be able to. You'll.
Oh, you going off?
No, well, probably will be because
Oh, you kicking me?
No, but those 11% will catch up to you quick, man. Take it from a guy that drinks 16.
Well, yeah, but I did drink the 11, and I'm thinking of having one more. I got 4 of them, so I could drink 2. But yeah, they're pretty strong.
Good night, Prayer Boy. I didn't see you leave there, so.
Oh, did he go? I didn't.
I seen him type in the chat room.
Okay, what do we got watching here? We just log off, maybe. Yeah, I think. Anybody still watching us?
I don't know. I have no idea. I have chat popped out on the side, but
yeah, so do I. But it says be watching now, so I don't know if anybody are watching.
Yeah.
Or not.
Anybody still out there that might need a link or anything? We'll
I'll just stop broadcasting.
I'm going to grab another beer. I'll be back.
Oh, God.
Too, so.
Red Beard, are you going to
stop broadcasting this here?